How's your daughter? You picked her up, right?
Oh my gosh. Hang on. I don't know if I can hang on. I'll be right back.
Oh.
Did you forget her at the airport again?
Oh my gosh, I think I have to go to the airport. I'll be right back.
Be right back. Yeah. See you in 3 days.
He just has to get permission to share. Is it okay if I tell the guys?
Someone's got an emu in America.
Lots of people have emus.
In America?
Yeah. Farm them.
Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't know that. Surprised we're allowing our creatures to leave the country.
Do you watch TikTok at all?
I don't watch TikTok. I watch things from TikTok that get seeped through on my YouTube feeds. I don't actually have a TikTok account. I don't deliberately go on TikTok to watch anything. I don't like
their source.
Those forms of social media. They're very... I mean, while some people use it for comedy, a lot of it's just very narcissistic in nature. I don't... People just want to whinge and complain like I'm doing now.
Most of the stuff I look at is comedy.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
Lady that has a farm here. She has 2 emus. One's named Stanley, and it's very, very passive. Comes up to her, lets her put like little hats on it and stuff. Looks totally stupid. But the other one she calls Karen, and it is a mean emu.
Oh yeah, emus are mean.
Attacks
Yeah,
her,
I've seen them
pecks
before.
her. Just really doesn't like her at all.
Dude,
And,
emus are
It's
mean.
actually pretty funny because the thing was always trying to attack her. Anytime she gets within like 20 feet of her, it'll run up and try to attack her.
Yeah. They're not... Like, it takes a long time for them to adjust. Like, you can go to some zoos here, some nature parks here in zoos where they're a bit open. But you'll find, typically, unless the emu's been raised, like, with human contact, they're normally in their own, like, closed area. Because they are mean birds. They're not friendly.
I can't believe I leave for a couple minutes and I come back and you guys are talking about emus.
Yeah, sorry. Why'd you have to leave?
Well, I tend to be the kind of person who shares more information than I should, in particular about my wife or my daughter and their life.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And I didn't want to get in trouble.
Yeah.
You went to ask permission.
I went to go ask permission.
Sensible.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so it turns out I can say something. My daughter has her first boyfriend.
No.
Oh.
And have I met them?
Has he come to the door and did you welcome him with a shotgun or?
Funny you should ask. Funny you should ask because he doesn't live in this state. He's one of her friends from her stream that she met that hangs out with her on Twitch and they've been talking back and forth, separately for like 8 months now. And I mentioned that she went on a trip, right? And she stayed with 3 people, two of the friends from her stream, and then this person that also shows up, but she was having some feelings for them. It didn't know if they, of course, had any reciprocal feelings. And spent a week with him and his family. I think she was staying in a hotel and she'd go over for dinner and they'd go to lunch or breakfast and stuff. And he had the week off, so they'd kind of plan to be able to spend time together. Turns out there's a reciprocal thing going on there and they're dating, long distance dating.
Ah, the perfect boyfriend for a father.
Fantastic. I know.
Well
and when I went in, I knocked on her door. I figured she would be streaming it. No, she was FaceTiming with this guy, this hooligan, right?
How dare you.
And I just asked her with him on the phone there, and I said, hello, it's, sort of nice to meet you, not meaning sort of like it's not nice, but I'm sort of meeting you. I had to clarify, so I didn't want to get off on the wrong foot, that it's sort of nice to meet you. And by the way, I do happen to have a collection of shotguns. I just let that slip. And for some reason, I don't, it's just one of those uncontrollable instincts of a father, I guess. And it's not, she's 24 in a couple months, or in a month and a half or something. So, but I just thought it's better to lay down the expectations right away. And I asked, well, so can I tell the people on my stream anything about this? She says, and have you told anybody? And she says, well, we haven't really told anybody on my stream, but you can, I guess, yeah. So here I am proclaiming my daughter has her first boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
But you do realize it's safe from you, and that you'll never be able to shot him unless he comes to see you, or you ship him a shotgun.
And ask him to do the deed himself,
the point,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of more's the point. He's long distance, which is the perfect boyfriend as far as the father's concerned.
That's right. No, I would rather him be right here under my clutches where I could strangle him if I need to. Because if he, mistreats my daughter, that'll be she will kill him probably, because she's never been mistreated by me, and she'll be like, what? Nope, that's not going to happen. So I'm not really too worried about her.
This gentleman is living into not that he's a great guy, he's going to have a wonderful relationship. It's like, if you mistreat him, I will kill you.
I will kill you. Yeah.
That's lovely.
And I'm a generally peaceable person, but there are limits to what that could
just
be.
Let him know that there's a lance of Mechwarriors on your side.
Yeah, a Steiner assault lance, and one particularly nasty commando.
That's right. That's Steiner. Commandos are Steiners.
So yeah, it's pretty we found out. We knew that she was going there, and one of the reasons was to spend time with this guy to see if there was really anything there or not. We were kind of waiting to find out from her what the situation was, and so she was kind of giving Jennifer reports, daily, and turns out there was. So there you go.
I don't know. I could never do a long distance relationship. I just don't understand how that would work.
I know. That'd be really hard. I can understand how people might start that way. Sure. He's thinking of, because the thing is, you don't get the one-on-one time in life and in the hard things of life to see how a person responds and reacts in the harder situations or tired situations of life. But he does treat his mom great, and he's got a good relationship with his parents. They've been married for a long time, and studies show that how a guy treats his mother is how he will end up treating his wife. And how a wife interacts with her father will be, to a large degree, determine how she interacts with her husband through the years. So that's a good sign. And the fact that they've been married for 40 years or close to it is a good sign.
My brother has kind of been in a long-distance relationship. He's been married for 37 years, I think.
Yeah.
But he hasn't seen her in 35 and a half.
What?
They just never got divorced.
What? They just kind of separated, and they're still kind of... Yep. What?
No, they haven't talked to each other or nothing in 35 and a half
That's
years.
a different kind of relationship than I'm hoping for Jessica. But okay.
Jessica's probably glimpsing at this stream now.
She probably is. I'm probably watching it now. Like, what's he saying? And
it's really better than not getting married.
Jessica, if you are, we all hope you the very best in your new relationship.
Yes.
And, I
and we hope that unnamed guy survives with his life intact. Not from you, of course, but from me.
It's just... Yeah. You can always ship him off to Australia if he does wrong. We'll sort him out over here.
Okay, cool. Like if you feed him to the emus or something like that.
We'll introduce him to drop bears.
Drop bears. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I think he's thinking about, he's in IT of some sort. I don't really know the details. And I just saw him on the screen. So he, was smiling and that was, he seemed like a nice guy, but he has a very nice smile.
Doc, is it something you need some counseling? Like this is a first for you, obviously.
No, I don't need counseling. No.
No, okay.
No, I might need therapy, but not counseling.
Your daughter's growing up, buddy.
Yeah.
Your daughter's growing up.
It's not going to be counseling. It's going to be hardcore therapy. And probably sedatives. Can you prescribe sedatives?
And I mentioned your wife is haranguing the whole thing and just going, yes!
Well, no, we're both happier for her. Because she's got really high standards. Like there's been other guys that have been interested in her, but she's not been interested in them because she just has really high standards. And we're sure that if she cares about somebody, we're going to like them because all of her friends are precious and wonderful. So she's not going to settle for someone worse than that, right? So we don't have an instant worry about any of her choices. She makes great choices.
Well, that's lovely.
Do you guys already have a group or anything?
No, we're sitting here just
chatting,
consorting against you for some reason.
That's probably a good idea.
I called the meeting to do it. Apparently,
is it working? Have you figured out how to take me down?
Well, we figured we didn't need to because you do it quite successfully.
I'll self-destruct, implode all on my own. Totally.
Hey, Philbot.
In fact, now that you've put the idea in my mind, I don't think I'll be able to resist pushing the button.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
No, we don't have a group, but we've got one. Crimson, are you playing?
Oh, hang up.
Brazel, Braze, MD Braze, welcome. Hey, Pillbot.
We might have to get a team of 2 and 3 or something.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm in the event queue, so.
Hey, Crimson.
Howdy, Crimson. So, Crimson, I don't recommend doing what Corsair's... It's your brother, Corsair?
Yeah.
I don't recommend doing what your brother did either, where he's been in a long-term marriage relationship for how many years? 27 years?
30
years.
Married for 37 and hasn't seen her in 35 and a half.
You're cutting out, Crimson. You need to adjust your threshold.
One is I will not even let that happen. I mean, the communication is crazy.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
Who knows what if you meet your wife in the next day and then she's gonna cook you alive?
Oh man, I can't even imagine that.
What?
Woman be easy, buddy. Imagine you just to her and we had to do. She all get ready. Hold up to that.
You're still cutting out, Crimson. We only hear about half of what you're saying.
You're in and out, Crimson.
Maybe you should just set push to talk.
Look, if you're in trouble, Crimson, if you've recently been married and your wife's trying to kill you, just let us know.
Just cut in and out 3 times in a row.
SOS or something.
Yeah.
Is it better now?
We'll say something.
It's not better now.
Yeah, that's better.
I switched to a different Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah, that's much better.
I think it's my 5G network. Okay.
All right, I gave Drax an invite. Who else should I invite? Should I grab?
Apparently, Corsair's in the event queue.
I should keep Hellbringer in the other group, I guess.
Why?
It's gonna be.
Well, if I get 2 tier 1 pilots with me, we'll never drop with everybody else.
Oh yeah, we'll pick up Kodo.
All right.
Crimson, are you coming in game?
No, I'm not coming. I'm not coming now.
Okay.
Just drop by.
So I guess I'll be.
Any news on the job front, Crimson? Have you found any work?
Yeah, my brother offered me a job to do first for the moment. Because I don't see have any luck now after trying almost 2 months. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Is there an extra spot for me?
That's a great question.
So, Drax gave me a code to give away at the end of the stream.
Is this the code that you're supposed to give him that probably isn't going to work?
No, this one will work because I
Okay.
just.
Well, can I remind you, it was meant to be 500 MC, and he's offered me a 100 GSP code, which, by the way, is awesome. It's
I told you it would be random between GSP or MC.
and 100 GSP is awesome because it's literally just a mech skilled up, but I basically don't need it because I've got thousands of those. So I'm happy for him to give it away.
Cool.
Oh, so 100 GSP isn't good enough, but 500 MC is okay. Let's see.
Well, you know, even
yeah.
pretend cash is cash.
Right. And that's getting more and more true with regular cash. It's becoming more and more pretend.
Well, anyways, despite Drax's, shutting me down and giving them free stuff and being rude about it, at the end of the giveaway, at the end of the stream here, you gotta do a paper giveaways.
Okay. Anything to...
And that's what annoys me the most about it, Hellbringer, and that's why you've done it that way.
Yeah.
Now, to make this even better, I want you to put that number in the middle of a piece of paper and then fold that inside of 3 more pieces of paper that are folded and not tell anybody.
Ooh, here's the piece of paper. It's ready.
You know what you
We
should
need
do?
20 minutes
You
of
should go
paper.
into your daughter's room and get your daughter's new boyfriend to pick the number.
Oh, well, he'd have to come over via... I'd have to get him in with a video input on the stream. Let's see. Can I do that quickly?
Because that would be a very annoying thing to do to your daughter.
Yes, it would. That would be. Let's see here. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can call her. This is terrible.
We can't hear the number, though. We don't want to hear the number.
No,
Don't hit the number.
won't hear
I
it.
mean, why you hit the number?
he's
If you hit
it's
it,
really
your
late there.
house
It's 3 in the
has a
morning there.
backyard and that's
So he's not going to wait for 3 more hours or 2 more hours to do that.
You chose this, Hellbringer. I didn't.
I didn't choose to make it more awkward than it already was.
No, I'm choosing that.
We'll keep going down that road, I guess.
We could set that up for tomorrow night, maybe.
Cool. There's another code giveaway. Okay.
Yeah, I've got codes to give away still.
Do you?
Yeah.
What codes do you have to give away?
I have a bunch still. Hang on.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it, Drax. Don't worry about it. You're not getting it. Don't worry.
Corsair and I like the odds when no one's in it.
Hi, are you still on with Jeremy?
Oh my god.
I'd like to set up a special giveaway, and we want
my
to. I
God.
want to have Jeremy FaceTime into my stream, and not
How
tonight.
to
I
get
can
your-
do it tomorrow night or something, and then
We all want to meet him.
I want him to pick the winner of a giveaway. So he has to pick a number between a certain range, and then he'll reveal the winner after we do the thing. So ask him if he's
Your
up for
daughter's
doing
gonna
that,
tell you to bugger
and then
off.
I'll need his phone number for FaceTime and stuff, so
Oh
I
my
can set
God.
up a FaceTime ingest on my stream tomorrow sometime.
We all want to judge him.
How to help your daughter to become
Okay.
single in 3,
That's right.
2, 1.
All right, thank you much. Bye.
oh my god.
We should come up
I'm
with
just
more
saying.
ways you can interfere in their
She's
relationship.
trying to decide
Yeah.
whether to laugh or cry, I think. All right.
I have a girlfriend right now, and her father called me up for something like that. I would probably just hang up on him and break off the relationship. Like
That's a red flag, isn't it?
Totally.
It's a red
Yeah.
flag.
This is a test. He just
Yeah.
doesn't realize it.
The guy already wants to
no,
get
no,
involved
no.
in my life. What the hell?
Yeah.
You know, I think remember back in the 90s there was a movie called The Fokker Families. You still remember that
Oh,
one?
Meet the Fulkers. Yeah.
Yeah, Meet the Fokkers.
Yeah.
The dad was a previous ex-CIA.
Or
Remember-
was he
remember?
ex-CIA or was he ex-Mafia?
No, he was ex-CIA. That's why he had all the lie detector and all the nonsense crap.
Oh my gosh.
Hang on, Joe's a friend of your daughter's, isn't he?
Joe Creek?
Is Joe Creek a friend of your daughter's? Yeah.
Yeah, Joe, what I'll
Wasn't
do
this-
just for Drax is I'll teach Jeremy how to do the giveaway number picking so that he can do it, authentically.
It's evil.
Just remember whenever you meet your your daughter's boyfriend, just tell him that your house has a giant backyard enough to bury a couple of person, you know?
Right. I think he'll probably be okay with it because he seems to have a good sense of humor. And his dad was a youth pastor for a long time too. So there's some kind of connection of twisted minds that runs deep in their family as well as mine.
They're both scarred for life, is what you're trying to say.
That's what I'm trying to say in a nicer way, yeah.
Okay. We are green. Are you picking up a fourth person? Because I think Corsair was doing the event.
I am.
So you may as well pick up Hellbringer
What's
for
the
now,
event?
and we can swap into different groups when
Well, if
Corsair
it's,
finishes.
well, if it's just us four, I can take all four of us.
Yeah.
So let me get Hellbringer in here.
I'm not in yet.
But you're coming in?
Yeah, I gotta go take a Drax in like 5 minutes here, and that'll be good on.
Oh, so drop without you for now. All right, 3, 2, 1, drop. Joe Creek, if you want to come hang out in chat so you can hear us do the drops, you're not having to do the guessing game, then come on over. We might even get you in a
Why don't you
group.
take Joe Creek?
Not, or was it Pillbot, I mean. Sorry, Pillbot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I can always step away and join the other group. Like, it's no big deal for me.
Do you have... Pillbot, are you dropping with other people and trying to sync with us? Because you could still get into comms to hear the count. Yeah, with the other friends. Why don't you come put one foot in here so you can hear the sync call and then go back and forth once you guys are greened up.
I lost server connection.
Or if you guys want to
no.
come over to... Do you want me to cancel? I'll cancel. We'll reconnect. No, that's okay.
Okay.
Pillbot, you guys can come over and use SyncLance Alpha, Ghostland Sync Alpha, and that way you can yak and chat however you want, not worry about my, family-friendly restrictions. Or just stay where you are. That's totally fine. Whatever works for you guys, that makes it easy. So my roast.
Can I just verify, is Pillbot the individual is playing this game to beat his father? Is that the same person?
I don't
Or do we
remember.
distinguish those
I don't remember.
person?
They just wanted to humiliate their own parent.
Yeah, Pillbot, did you start playing MWO so you could beat your dad?
Is that right, Pillbot? Is that you? We're doing quick play, Braze.
I'm doing quick play, yeah.
What's the event right now? And is it Force stuff?
Oh, it's the Terra Therma Vanilla, and it's a 4 drop with a 275 max limit. The giveaway is basically 7 days premium time and a lot of war horns.
I like Warhorns, don't care about Primo Team.
Oh, you kicked me out of the thing.
I didn't. You just got bumped
that's how
out.
it is. Okay, re-invite me.
Just sent it. Just noticed it, actually.
Right.
Braze, the same thing. If you want to come over and hear the count directly in my comms, let me know. All I ask is that you keep it family friendly on speech, not crude or coarse or cussing and stuff, and that you be a nice person. Don't be a jerk to people, even if you lose. And you have to try to kill things, but I don't care if you do kill things. And if you're willing to do that, let me know. I'll put the Discord link in here and you can come on over.
Yeah, Joe, this one's a domination on Terra Therma.
Did I say Terra or
Marauder.
what? Oh, Terra.
All right, here we go.
What we're doing.
3,
High drops, I think.
2, 1, launch. Why did you get booted, I wonder?
There's the Aussie servers playing up. Like, it's been playing up for the last week. So, I don't know.
I think I know what it is.
Last couple.
So,
What do you think it is?
well, here in America, you've seen those old Frankenstein movies and stuff where they have a big breaker switch where they grab the handle and pull it down, and it goes into between the two receiving clips on the bottom that completes the circuit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's probably some confusion at the data center, and they were probably trying to turn the power on, but because everything's upside down in Australia, when they went down to turn it on, it was actually turning it off because you guys are upside down. I think it's an electrical issue, operator error.
You should write a book, Dark. You've got a good imagination.
I know. My problem is I'm writing 5 books and I can't seem to finish any of them.
Okay. What are your books on?
One is how to teach high school, college students how to vocal scat, vocal improvisation. I have about 100 pages. I need another 20 and I'll be done. It's been used in 3 different high schools, and they love it. The teachers love it, and it's really useful for their kids. And
Yeah, nice.
so I just need to finish it and then just get it out there. I think a lot of people would really benefit from it. And then one of them is a just how to lead worship as a worship leader for 35 years and a pastor. And a musician. So most pastors aren't musicians, and most worship leaders aren't pastors. Usually you kind of have some roles that overlap, but you don't really have that whole package of it. And so some of the things that, as from being a professional musician and a worship leader and a pastor, kind of gelled for me that really helped Jennifer and I lead worship very effectively, and we used to do workshops and seminars on worship leading and stuff for adults and kids. And so I've got about 350 pages on how to better connect people through the song lyrics in their worship experience to God. And I need to finish that. I probably need another 100 pages, and then I need to cut it down to like 200, so it's not just this big, huge, long tome, right? And then I'm writing one on just why I believe, what my faith is based in. The Bible says that you're supposed to not just have blind faith, but faith based on reasons and logic and intellect. And that can get you so far, can't get you completely there, but there's enough evidence there in science and in reason and in logic and stuff to get you a pretty darn long way. And you still have to then decide, well, is that enough? So I've got 750 pages written. A lot of that is excerpts or snippets from science or research or other articles and things like that, where I'm then commenting on those things. But so I didn't write all of that. There's probably 300 pages that I've written. That's mine. And then one is on how to create music videos that are unique and different for no money. Like the music videos that I do for Jessica are very simple, but they're interesting, and they look like they're more expensive than they are. Most of them we do for $0 or $100 or $50. And most of the stuff that people put out at that level is usually abysmal. And usually the differences and what you do to make that happen are pretty simple to learn, but nobody really teaches that. They just kind of go directly from it's terrible to you have to have a $20,000 budget to do a music video. So there's that. And then I'm writing a course on photography. That's a 30-day set of exercises of learning different skills that build upon each other in order to get to ultimately, by the time you get if I ever get this done, oh my gosh, it's probably going to be 5 courses that just stair-step onto each other that get you from being just a beginning know-nothing photographer to a visionary photographer that can create images that no one's ever thought of before. There's some overlap there and tie-in between the video stuff and the photography stuff. And then those I'll probably make available online and sell them for cheap or something, like for $30 for like the first month would be free for 30 courses. There are 30 things, and then the next month would be $30 or something like that. So if people like it, they could step up each month. But I don't know if I'll ever get it done, but I've got the first half of a month done and the next set outlined and things like that. And then I'm writing a sci-fi novel called it's a BattleTech book called The Forging of Ghostlands. And it's
Ooh, can I be in it?
And well, you never know.
What's
You
it?
never know. Ty Dane's in
Do
it.
it?
I give you permissions to use me in any way you see fit.
You'll probably die right away. Do you mind?
Preferably one of the main characters that don't die.
Oh,
gets to
okay,
go on
yeah,
to,
all right.
The second
I'll
and
keep
third
that in
book,
mind.
too.
I'll keep that in mind. I've only got about 60 pages of that written, and I have the basic story plotted out, but I haven't had time to really work on it for about a year.
Good, then there's room for another 100 pages.
Right. So there you go. That's kind of what I'm writing. And then, of course, I have my Sam Clam Polly Oyster 50-page story that's done, other than a quick edit and then start recording it, which is just stupid. I mean, it's basically stupidity and puns for 50 pages. But
How
that'll
would
be
you
an
write
audio book.
Hellbringer into the story? How would you? I'd be interested to know how would you write and what would you write about Hellbringer in the story?
Well,
The leader, the hero of the clan.
as a character, I would paint him as fiercely loyal and really competent and good, but easily frustrated by stupid things.
Come on, man.
Like Australians?
Like maybe Australians, and I don't know.
Clanners.
By clanners, yeah. And probably I would make him... I think I'd probably make him more... like he's not... Where are you from, Hellbringer? Minnesota. Yeah, I'd amplify the Minnesotaness of him probably a little bit, just to make it a little more stereotypical and easy to connect, tie the character up. But then I don't know, I'd have to think about it, but that's where I'd start.
Airstrike online.
I think he would be one of the pilots that would go in and hold the line to save other people.
Hellbringer,
Yeah.
like a Stonewall Jackson.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know that character very well. I've heard the name.
Airstrike online.
I'm gonna have to.
I think I'd probably make it appear as though
he
he dies, and then turns out later that he was able to survive, but he died saving the unit from a trap or an ambush or something like that.
Now and do something.
Just a flesh wound.
Because they are
But it was
split.
just a flesh wound. Yeah.
We don't have to be, guys. You don't need to face that fact.
I'm gonna have to design and come up with a new hero direwolf.
We're gonna get pinched here, maybe, if we're not careful.
If you can't stay here, guys, just push.
Because you know I gotta be in
into
my
this.
own special.
Push the
variant
people now.
direwolf. Or Warhawk.
Airstrike online. Right torso.
Do like a
critical
8
damage.
gauze, heavy gauze there.
Airstrike destroyed.
Oh well, whatever.
It's a replicator pack built in and back.
Well,
The
that
nice ammo. Infinity realms.
Heat level critical.
Extend. Delta 4 extending.
Oops, I shut down.
4 extending.
Right when he goes, gonna hurt me.
Guys with fresh armor, get to the front, please. Make sure you're shooting the same mechs.
Don't stop the push.
Oh, I'm hurt. Definitely hurt.
Well, you're not really with the group, are
No,
you? Duh?
I'm sniping on the side here. They were gonna push out and flank us,
doesn't
but I
have
kind
iron
of
team
I put a
members.
stop to that.
Well, you were on the
That's
front
just being
there,
a
were you?
casual. So. Watch your left push, Roger.
Center torso.
I'm down.
That was a horrible push. That was a horrible push. Too delayed.
We need more help on the left, or excuse me, the right.
No, Joe Cricket, it wouldn't be Hellbringer. It would be Frankenmittens probably that I shoot in the back accidentally.
Oops, I slipped my hand, right?
Oh, MD Brass wants an invite. That's nice.
Nice, Grim.
Duh?
What? Sorry, I was trying to catch up on chat. Say again.
When we get out of this, MD wants to join us.
Oh, okay, great. Let me give you the
I'm CP.
Discord.
One above you on the highway.
You'll drop into the landing zone. I'll come up and
Dropping
give you
down,
permissions,
Viper?
or you might be able to drop right back down to me, actually. We're in Ghostland Spec Ops, down below the regular dropships.
If you guys are playing, I'll
MB, your dad used to be a pastor? You have to tell me more about that.
So I had to say nice kill, Lockhead, but what a pity.
Fafnir on the ramp. Nagir Lima opens GT.
Joe Creek, that's terribly true. It's terribly true. I am definitely a great starter, and it's harder for me to finish, but I do believe in finishing, and I do finish some projects. So I'm not a complete failure. And in fact, every time I do a music video, I celebrate the fact that I did a project and completed it.
Down.
Or record a audio track
Your
or something
left
like
flank
that.
is about to collapse.
And when I'm doing projects for clients, like recording or video or whatever, or photo shoots, in fact, I've got a photo shoot next week for a senior portrait thing. I always finish those things. It's just my own. It's the cobbler's shoes, problem. Like I added 2,700 square feet to my house. Took 12 summers, and I still haven't finished the kitchen. Partly because we ran out of money, partly because I ran out of steam. And so we're going to try to this year get kitchen cabinets in and get the kitchen finished and finish the trim downstairs that didn't get finished and get things done.
Good evening. Should I just join the looking for group queue?
Yeah. So Delta, are you MD? Brave?
Yeah, I was hosed anyway.
Yes, sir.
Could you put a slash and put both names like Hellbringer Wormskull did, so I'm not totally confused because I'm easily confused.
Yeah, thank you. No problem.
Yeah, just join. I think we're gonna have to start another group. You might have to sync drop with us at first, and then once we get a couple more people in here, we'll start another group.
I am trying.
Oh, you can have my spot. I don't mind.
If you guys already have a group, that's absolutely fine.
Yeah, we have more people show up pretty quickly. It'll be fine. Besides, that gives him a chance, Drax, to decide if he even wants to be here. He might just think, I think I'm just going to quietly back out and pretend I was never here.
I'm logged in, but I'm not ready to play yet.
Never give up an opportunity to indoctrinate,
I agree, totally. Any mind I can twist. So, Joe Creek's, let's see.
We got a spot.
Oh, we do? Oh, because Hellbringer's not in yet, right?
Yeah. Well, he's in, but he's not ready to play. He's masterminding how to take over your world.
So, right, they're all Terra Therma, but this weekend they're changing the rules every 2 hours or something like that. One of my Dark Mirage books he's working on is how to focus on one project at a time so you can actually finish. That'll be my masterpiece. Going to looking for group. Gotcha. Oh, just annexing Allard is in looking for group. So things sure are getting serious.
Is there any sort of composition you're looking for or anything like that?
No.
Delta's new to the stream.
No.
Yeah, pretty much.
Who muted the stream?
He's new to the stream.
Oh, obviously new. Yes, so we're not doing... How do I explain this? I'm a mid-tier pilot who drops with people who are way better than me, and they just...
Hell, I'm a low-tier pilot.
Yeah, they just ignore me and do their thing and put up with me. You can run anything you want as long as we got the tons. And if you want more tons or, stuff, just ask, and usually people are willing to, shenanigan thing around.
Is anyone running narcs or no? I can run narcs
if
someone
Valen
wants
usually
to run
runs
a missile
Lerms,
boat, or I can run a missile boat.
If you want to run missile boat, that's fine too.
If
whatever you're comfortable in is good.
If someone wants narcs, I can run narcs too. I got 2 mechs I set up with narcs, and I find them fun to play. I don't score very well, but I am pretty decent at hitting narcs.
I don't.
Well, if you want to play narcs, I got a few Lerm boats.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I can play narcs.
Okay.
I just need to throw some, throw a UAV on this, and it'll be ready.
All right.
Where's my Lerm boat? There it is.
Is there only one group currently?
Yes. Please feel free to start a second group, and we will
creating group.
Start adding to it.
Does anyone need invites?
I don't think yet.
I have readied up.
Well, Pilot's in with his group.
You can grab Hellbringer when he comes in. He'll be in soon.
Yeah, grab Hellbringer, and then one of us can join you.
Yeah, Pillbot's syncing, I think, with us, and he's with some other group.
Sorry if I messed up your group.
No,
you're fine. We're perfectly capable of messing it up ourselves, actually. So I don't think you should feel too accomplished yet.
The core idea of this stream, Delta, is that Dark demonstrates how not to play so that you can improve.
Yep. Just do the opposite of what I ever do, and you'll be a tier 1 pilot before you know it. I try to be educational to anybody who's able to glean something from that. So we're green. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, launch. I'm doing the count because Pillbot is dropping with some friends.
I can't
gotcha.
launch because
Corsairs.
So they're hitting.
Do you need me to
at the
cancel
same time?
Corsair?
No,
Okay.
that's good.
Beg your pardon. Go
I'll
ahead.
Catch the next one.
So they're hitting search at the same time.
They're
I
trying
guess.
to, but because
Yeah.
Pillbot's just watching the stream, and there's a 2 to 5 second delay depending on how long he's been watching and how far his ping is away and stuff. He has to kind of guess.
Gotcha. My brother and I have to do that with most of the events.
Well-
because we enjoy playing together. So if with the events, especially the one-on-one event, the other day we had to count down and to try to play against each other. We played once against each other out of the 10
Are you on
matches that we did.
Can't
Are
you
you
drop?
on comms when you do it, or are you just doing it over a stream?
Oh, we're in comms and Discord.
so it should be pretty quick.
I don't stream much anymore. I used to
Can't you
stream
do-
stuff, but I don't do that anymore.
I mean, outside of the 1v1s, can't you do the events as a group drop? Or you can't?
I heard that, but I haven't figured out how to do that. From the group, it only lets me do quick play. So maybe there's some option I'm not clicking or whatever, but I don't
How
know.
did I do the events? I was just quick dropping.
You form the group, and then up the top of the group list, there's a launch button.
Well, but I got the mechs.
If you,
I don't remember. I guess maybe we did do that. I don't remember.
With the drop-down menu, it's only ever let me choose which different servers I want to search. It's never given me the option of quick play or event or anything.
Oh yeah,
like
and
that.
by the way, Pillbot, we are doing North American servers only. That'll help the odds of us syncing.
Okay. I haven't done many of the events since they reintroduced them, to be honest. I don't know. Who are we up against? Okay. No one I know.
So I just discovered you cannot sync drop in a group if there's only one person in the group.
Oh, because there's no group for you to be in.
All systems
Right.
forward.
But you can
Yeah, you can't.
pug
Yeah, you
sync
can't.
drop, right?
Yeah, I created a group in case anybody wanted
then you
to
couldn't
join,
sync.
and you could drop, and I was like, darn it.
Nice. Nicely done.
I am a group of one.
And they're saying, you're not a valid group. Sorry, Dave. I can't do that.
I mean, I don't see why it makes
One
any
minute.
difference.
Almost.
Oh, the rotation is real. Oh, wait. They're not rotating all of a sudden. What's wrong with these people?
Oh, there's a bit of rotation. Like they're going to do
Yeah.
it. Hopefully they'll come into the center now, I'm hoping.
Yeah, they're moving over.
Stealth,
D3 looking through
we'll
the
have
sisters.
Narcs before too long.
Who's our assault dictator? Okay.
Airstrike on
Kodo, is that Annihilator? Are you in that? Oh, Direwolf, okay.
Yep.
Hey, I have a fellow Raven.
Oh, somebody's shooting at me. The nerve.
Yeah, they're at the Three Sisters.
Wolf on the point. Here in the middle. Laser rocket.
That's actually a rock formation down in Moab in my state.
Oh, Moab is pretty.
airstrike online.
You should be getting narcs. If you're not getting narcs, please let me know. I'm in stealth, so I can't tell.
Blackjack
Okay, no,
D4 in the
I'm
open.
not getting narcs.
Okay.
Heat level
Hotel in the
critical.
open D4.
We're rotating, guys.
Airstrike online.
You don't have to. You can hold the line. I'm going to try and hunt down that.
Ah,
blackjack.
there we
We got
go.
one on our back tail here.
Yeah, I'm going to go after him. You guys could sit there and just hold the line.
Oh, they're
but
pushing. There's
you
three
really
of
need
them.
to get up the ground, Kodo. You
We
can't
have three
stand this. Oh, you're
in Delta
learning,
4.
aren't you?
Yep, you
Okay,
should
I'm
have
going to
some
put a
narcs.
UAV up, Kodo. You need to be thinking about on your left side
Online.
shooting
Okay.
some stuff.
Target acquired.
Oh, shooting things is always good.
See that group on your left side, D4? That's what you need to be aiming at.
Okay.
Okay, moving around.
Dark, you're walking way too forward, dude.
I want to be
You're
able to
by
peek
yourself.
here.
Incoming missile.
There he is.
Okay. We need that. We need that Marauder down. Indigo. He's the biggest threat.
Heat level critical.
Ooh boy, someone found me.
Yeah.
Heat
It's a
level
spider.
I just shot him in the rock.
Blackjet's coming across.
Is the Marauder backed off, or is he coming around still?
He's backed off. He's halved as well.
Did I just
I'm
shoot
facing
you?
him.
I don't think so.
I was jumping.
Okay.
No?
I thought something was over here that didn't have a Cheeto, so I thought, oh no.
I'm leading them to you. Don't go round that corner. Don't round that corner, Dark. There's too many
I
there.
just shot him.
Are you still alive, Kodo?
Level
Ouch.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm shut down.
damage.
We really need you on the D4
Ouch.
area, sort of shooting
Ouch.
into them.
Warning, incoming missile.
All right. Oh, they got me. Thought I was getting away, too.
He got me. Killed 2 of them.
We're up by 2. Maybe we'll make it still. Watch your left flank, guys.
All right,
They're
Kodo,
coming
you're
around
on
on the outside.
You're on your own, buddy. Do what you need to do.
What grid coordinate are they coming around on the
That
outside?
Delta 5 or whatever it was.
Left torso destroyed.
Delta
Understood.
4.
Thank you.
Left arm destroyed.
Delta 5, I guess, yeah.
SRM destroyed.
It's 8-5. We should still win this.
As it changes to 8-6.
9-6.
Oh, good.
Oh, hello.
New target.
Yeah, we won.
acquired.
The Marauder, is he still up?
One behind the screen.
No, I
Oh,
killed
good,
him.
good,
I killed
good.
him in the
Good.
blackjack.
Nice.
New target.
Spider got away.
acquired.
Spider killed me.
Ooh, good hits on the Vapor.
Heat level critical.
Get his legs.
New
Alright, he's
target.
dead.
New target
Big Mac
acquired.
attack. That's a good name. Delta
It's like
328.
a heart attack, but more
That
sauce.
name sounds like a flight, airline flight.
I did 3802 due to Republic Commando. I don't know if you remember the game or ever played it or
No.
not. So the main character was Delta 38. He was a clone trooper commando, voiced by the same guy that voiced Boba Fett and Jango Fett
Okay.
and all of them. Well, Boba Fett the remakes, anyways. But same voice actor that did Jango Fett at the time. And really liked the character. Started that off as my gamer tag on Battlefield 2 on PC, and kept that as my gamer tag ever since.
How old are
As often as I could.
How old are you?
31.
You're a young thing.
Well, depends on which group you're talking about that I'm in.
Sadly, the more I'm around, the more I can say that phrase with impunity.
Fair enough. Oh, crap. I died and quit match, so...
Oh. No, you're still in here.
Oh, yes, I'm in group, but I quit match. Oh, I quit match because...
Yeah, you're fine.
The match
You're
was
fine.
done.
Monsieur Wrong, welcome.
I believe I'm going to choose something else other than this, because I didn't really
No,
contribute
that's fine.
very much.
Choose whatever you want. Joe Creek,
Okay.
31 is too young to play Mechwarrior without a waiver, but he probably has at least a hall pass, so I'm going to give him that.
Hell, I started playing Mechwarrior on my dad's lap, and he was playing Mechwarrior 2.
Oh my
He would map
gosh.
keys to weapons groups, and I would hit the key while I was sitting there, and he was
That's
playing.
great.
Let's see.
GT.
Let me see what everyone's playing as. Timberwolf, Warhammer. Are you guys more brawlers or close range?
Honestly, we're
what?
just making a mess.
I'm a brawler, dark skirmisher.
I'm a mid-long range. 400 to 600
Okay.
Drax does all the hard work.
I'm laser vomit. Drax
Well, you
is
know
a
what?
commando,
I'll do
so
this.
he runs around and shoots people in the back and laughs and then moves on.
I'll play a Lermboat.
Okay.
Say again?
Yeah.
Sent you an invite.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're green. Pillbot, are you guys out? Pillbot, you're a spring chicken. Yeah, 29. I remember being 29. Vaguely.
I like to think of Mechwarrior Online as where gamers go to die.
I've heard that before.
You know, I hear a lot of things against Mechwarrior Online by people who play it, I've had a lot of fun
It's a
with
great
it.
game.
Well, notice those people complaining are still playing.
Right.
Yeah.
I think most of us complain just because it's not getting better fast enough all the time. Like we want it to always be the newest, latest, greatest, but on
Oh yeah, that's every game.
Yeah.
But I mean, the game is over 10 years
Yeah.
old, right? Perhaps they should work on making a new one.
what? No, that's
Or-
crazy talk.
I don't know.
It's crazy talk.
Please don't wade into that debate.
Don't wind us up. That'd be terrible.
No, I mean, as far as they could keep working on this, keep all the servers up, and have a background team working on
Mechwarrior 5.
Mechwarrior Online 2, and have that with the updated.
I would think they'll just roll
stuff.
the multiplayer engine into the Mechwarrior 5 engine, ultimately.
I'm hoping someone
Possibly.
wins, some player somewhere wins billions of dollars
And
from
just
some
funds
lotto
it.
somewhere and says, "I'm throwing it all on Mechwarrior Online too."
Yeah.
Oh, they've got funding from me.
Because that's the only way it's
I
going to
know.
happen. That and a few lawsuits.
I've certainly given
It's
them
like-
way more money than I've ever spent on any other type of entertainment.
I've given them more than $60, which is what you'd pay for a AAA game. So
Yeah.
We're green. You guys green?
We're green.
Yeah, we're great.
yes.
Okay, Pillbot, I don't know if you guys are ready, but here we go. 3, 2, 1, launch. Joe Creek, as a newer player, I'm impressed at how good it is. I was never promised things, so I don't know what to be mad at. Well, enjoy that. I'm honestly not mad at anything. I mean, I'm so thrilled to get to play a game that's this fun and cool. And sure, there's things that I think they just totally horrendously screw up, but I really don't care.
I think personally the balance between lights and heavier mechs is
Messed up.
not very
Yeah.
good. Again,
Oh, it's
I came
crazy.
from Mech. I came
It's
from Mech
crazy.
5. I played Mech 2 with my dad when I was a lot younger, and then I got pretty well into Mech 5 when it came out. So I probably can't say much because I played
No,
3
you're
and
saying
4,
pretty much
like,
what everyone
dabbled
thinks about
with
the
it.
game.
Yeah.
dude. You're saying much everyone thinks about
The
game.
reason why I got into this was because I'm like, oh, cool, that'd be cool to play a PvP Mechwarrior
Yep.
game. And coming from Mech 5, I think where some of the balance issues come from are you don't have to deal with tanks and aircraft and things like that. So the light mechs, if there weren't tanks and aircraft, because there aren't tanks and aircraft in here and objectives. Well, there are some objectives, but not objectives that you just blow up. You can't walk through small buildings and stuff. They would feel pretty
You
useless.
actually
if
haven't
they were balanced the
played
same way as
Well,
Mechwarrior.
you're judging off quick play though, Delta, which is probably the only area right now you've been
I've
playing.
never been able to get into faction play. I've tried, but
Well,
I've
there's-
never been able to do it.
The game shines in comp, which is where you truly use tactics to win games.
Oh, you
Well-
want me to play competitive? Oh man, that would be
No,
bad.
I'm just saying that. See, quick play is where you learn bad habits.
Thank you.
and then you make
Thank you.
judgments.
Thank you.
on it, right?
Thank you.
Possibly.
Faction play is probably the best iteration that a group can be playing in, and outside, and then the best actually form of play is comp play. But it's not for everyone because it's a steep learning curve. Like there's a lot you need to take in very quickly to be able to play it effectively, and you need to work out how to be playing in a team. So it's the most challenging aspect of the game. Faction play is great, but unfortunately it can become very one-sided.
Especially
and
if you play as normally as a single
Yeah.
player,
yeah, that's
you're
right.
going to be sitting in the queue for I don't know how long. I've sat in a queue.
Well,
I've sat in a
that's more
queue,
pop-
started to make dinner, and I sat there for 30 minutes.
Well, that's
trying
more
to
of a
get in.
population issue than the problem that you can get is as a single player not dropping within a group, you may be coming up against a 12-man group or a 10-man group, which is very effective against a whole
Hell,
bunch of
even
single
if I
players.
dropped alone against a 12-man group, just being able to drop in faction play would be like, oh, yes, it finally
Yeah,
happened!
yeah. You just usually end
You
up
gotta find
dying
your time,
right away.
because it's not, the population isn't there, and there are set times and days where it will most likely happen, and if you're not on those set times and days, because the population is too small to support that as much as we'd like it to, but it is the better part of the game, faction play. I think so anyway. People may do.
I like it because you get 20
Gotcha.
minutes of non-stop mech action.
And you can be
That's
strategic with
kind
your
of
mechs.
how the current event is a bit. Where the first time I dropped in, I played for the entire 15 minutes, and we lost due to they had more time on the objective than what we did. But this last time, we had maybe 2 minutes left out of, I don't know, 15 minutes, I believe.
Is the current event
And we
the 2
won it
mech
off
event that I've already done? I just want to make sure I'm not missing something.
No, the current event is to celebrate Terra Therma Classic.
So I'm not even paying attention to that.
So it's the event queue.
It's a domination thing.
It's 4 mech drop.
Oh.
And that's the closest I've come to faction play. It's the first time I've been able to do mech drops. As far as having queues of mechs.
But you're not and you're dropping with your brother, you said sometimes?
Nope, not on this current event.
Target acquired.
I started playing.
But
the
I mean
event
in this
today.
game.
Oh yes, I do. I play with him, and then I play with another friend that I've gamed with for a few years, and then I made a friend on here who lives in the Philippines that I game with from time to time.
I don't think I've got a person from the Philippines that watches or plays on the stream with me.
Oh Jesus! Looks like they got some people set up on the hill in Echo 5.
Target spotted. Sorry.
Yeah, they got ECM over there. Normally I'd be able to lock onto them, but I cannot.
Okay, they're pushing over at Delta 5. I am getting down.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull back. I'm supposed to be
They're pushing hard up at Delta 5. It should just be heads up.
Doing frontline stuff is
It'd be
not
nice if people joined us.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
One thing that I am happy about is that people are not as salty at learn boats as what World of Tanks players are at artillery players.
Oh, sure they are.
People don't like land boats here. I can tell you now, they think they're low,
which is
low
odd
tier,
because of
low skill.
how nerfed learn boats have gotten, especially if you consider how easy AMS is to get. And ECM.
They've nerfed AMS, like that doesn't do the damage it used to do against Lerms.
Gotcha.
But there's a group called the Cauldron, or the Gulag, and essentially they've been allowed limited choices to change numbers in the game, and they've been working at it because there's been some unhappiness as to how things have performed. But in saying that, not everyone, I don't know, there's some politics all behind it, to be honest.
Possibly.
Yeah, does Micropro still exist?
Target spotted.
Yeah, I started playing Mechwarrior 1.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, Sonny, back in the day, you could run a mech with a cane.
Back in my day,
a cane
boy,
in one hand.
we had elementals
your hat in the other.
Mechwarrior.
You're talking about Frankenstein switches before, Dark. I assume you're that
I
old.
have those things, yeah.
Ooh boy. That's Kodiak. I don't want to fight him one-on-one. That'd be kind of shit.
Language, please.
Language.
Oh, sorry. Apologize.
Well, I'm not too concerned, but I probably wasn't clear enough. I do try to keep it family friendly and no cussing, no foul language, no innuendo or crudity or those.
I understand that. It's typically a part of my
yeah,
vocabulary.
You'll adjust. Everybody.
From time to time, I have.
Dude, you have no idea. I'm
yeah,
Australian.
a lot of these people are
so
they
frustrating.
have to go home and decompress from not cussing. they get counseling for their PTSD from not cussing.
And he makes me
not say all these terrible things. I can't believe it.
It's terrible.
It's so unfair. It's just not how my mother raised me.
It's just bigotry against people who swear at it.
Do you guys typically spectate to the end of the match?
Yeah, usually.
No?
Yes.
Okay.
Especially if we're losing, we kind of like to rub our noses in it, you know?
Yeah, fair enough.
New target acquired.
Typically, if I'm in a group, because I am a smoker, if I die and the rest of the group is still alive, I will quit match and step
Oh.
out to grab some puffs.
Well, you
and
can,
then
yeah, you
when
can
the rest
drop
of
out a
the
match
group's
and
done,
smoke too,
I
and then
will
come
walk
back too.
Yep, that is.
So Drax, when do you guys start? Do you start? Is it the regular comp stuff starts on the 6th? Is that when you guys start doing real comp matches, the final 10 or whatever?
I forget the date when the final 12, with like the finals starts, but like I think there's a few more weeks of just the normal queue stuff, and then we go into the final 12, and it becomes a proper. Then we get sort of geared up to do proper training and stuff for it. Like we're not really doing any training at all. We're doing some like lobbies pre-drop to warm up a little bit, and then we're just dropping and getting what we get. But I think they've said once we get into the final, like once the final 12 actually starts, we'll probably spend a night doing some training.
So I apologize if this gets too personal, but when I joined, people were talking about certain things, so I don't think that's off limits.
No, what?
But you were talking about being a
Yeah,
pastor,
I was a pastor
correct?
for 35 years.
Ah, my dad was a pastor.
What did he?
That's why I asked you. Are you Dark's daughter's new boyfriend?
No.
Because he just finished saying that his father was a pastor. So I'm like, here we go.
No, that's how I
Dropping the
grew up.
stream.
Was my dad was a pastor. He got out of it. I won't go into the reasons because of the rules you have on the stream. But
okay.
Well, it's it might
You don't have
irritate
to,
or
man.
offend people.
You don't
so.
have to. You don't have to.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah. There's.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. I hopped in here, and then about 5 minutes after I hopped in here, you were talking about ministry and whatnot.
Well, it's not like I don't do it like a Christian stream or anything like that, but I don't hide the fact of what I was or am.
But we can't swear.
Like
and
yeah,
stuff like
right.
That.
Well, I think that has to do with more of not pushing other people away.
It's for me.
As far as
for me, it's kind of both.
Like that goes.
It's both my own. I just don't like to hear it. I want young pilots to be able to be here and learn to play the game and love the game. I want their parents to be able to walk by and say, "What in the heck, are you doing?" and not be worried.
What are you watching?
Right. And I want the environment to be positive all the time. And even when people, I mean, obviously you can hurt people with non-swear words, so I don't want that either. So that's, but yeah.
It's like if this is the environment where you don't want swearing, I won't. Like, I'm not trying to argue that at all.
I do
Drax does every day.
We're waiting for your Delta to ready up. Just because I'm Australian.
We're just coming out. Just hold up.
We'll wait.
No worries.
I was part of a church. I was the center of a church split, actually. Where?
If you don't mind me asking, which religion?
Doc, what are you doing?
Oh, I accidentally clicked the button. Sorry. I'll stop. Oh my gosh, I'm out of control.
Do I need to re-ready?
Yeah, everybody has to re-ready because I goofed.
Okay.
Recycle.
I'll re-ready. It's all
just Christian, Protestant Christian.
Okay.
Probably fairly conservative, but
I was raised independent Baptist.
Okay. Yeah. But anyway, I was in a church situation where the pastor was he should not have been a senior pastor. 3, 2, 1, launch. He was a great administrator. He didn't like people. He didn't like doing counseling. He didn't like hanging out with people. He just didn't like people. He liked to administer. And
that's not a good place for a pastor.
It's really not. And it was a pretty small church, so you can't really
kind of their
you
job.
can't really get away from that in a smaller church. 250 people, right? And he
that's a small church.
Well, no. I mean, I've been in smaller churches, but that's a big church for America, sure. Most churches are around 75 people, but I've been in 4,000 or 5,000 member churches where I've pastored, and not the senior pastor. I was youth pastoring and that kind of thing, or worship leading. And I've been in 1,000 member churches where I've done those things, and in 300 member churches. But this was
Also, sorry, I wasn't trying to make fun of you.
No, I'm not worried about it. Don't worry about it.
And I said,
I'm Oh no, Delta, please. No, that's why we come on the stream.
That's why they're here. Like, you just see.
Oh, that
go
was
against the grain
apologizing
now.
to the host.
Anyway, he, I think he had asked if I would get. I was doing the youth and worship leading, and the youth was middle school, high school, because there was no middle school pastor. They had and I love doing youth work. I was a primarily youth, most of my time pastoring and worship leader.
I think one of your viewers is on the enemy team.
What? Pillbot is over there?
Tiger.
Who?
Tiger.
Oh, Tiger. Oh, Tiger Bad. Tiger Bad.
Oh,
Have
okay.
you heard Tiger Bad in chat? Anyway, I was the youth pastor and worship. I was the worship leader. My wife and I would worship there all the time, and I was the youth pastor, which is college, high school, and middle school in this case. And some of the middle school kid parents wanted something just separate for their kids. Fine. I mean, I'm great with middle school or high school. It doesn't really matter to me. And I prefer that they have their own because developmentally they're quite a bit different. But I've been able to make it work before and was able to make it work then. But totally open to, yeah, that's great. But we don't have anybody to do that. And I said I could ask this couple that was there and see if they'd be willing to do it. And they agreed and tried it for about 6 weeks or 8 weeks and said this just isn't working. And the middle school kids want to be in with the older kids, and the older kids were coming.
Sorry to interrupt. I believe we do have some people pushing through the tunnel. Somebody has targets over there.
I can pick this up after the battle.
Sorry,
but we'll wait because I don't.
Don't stay there.
Do you want to take them on?
Nobody's there anymore.
Do you guys want to move on, or do you want
These
to take
guys coming in our back?
Move on.
He's taking them on. I got to.
Who is?
I got to scroll.
I'm not going to be able to take them on as I'm a learn boat, but I am trying to damage them as much as I can. Oh, here we go.
I will try to shoot them if you can get them to draw back down into the lower ground, further into Delta 4. I can shoot at them.
Dark's never going to come back for us.
No, but I'll shoot from here if you get them in my sights. Get them to come down. Get them to chase it down here.
It looks like they're running as a wolf pack, so
they are. They're a light pack.
Get over there, Dark, and help. Jeez.
I'm shooting now.
Target spotted.
Heat level critical.
Oh,
stands there and sacrifices his teammates so he can get a good shot in the back.
I legged him.
Enemy UAV above us. Bravo 4.
I hurt my paint job, Hellbringer. It's not like I'm not, sacrificing.
Runner at the back, C5, C4.
You have no idea how long it takes to get that
I
paint
know.
job
That's
on a mech
big
that
give.
big. As an aircraft mechanic, I could say that painting an aircraft is a hard thing, and painting
Got a
something
Sumner
that's
coming
bigger
around?
than that, oh yeah, that'd be way harder.
Sumner in Delta 4.
Heat level critical. No target acquired.
That's one thing that has kind of changed my view of some of the lore in game stuff, in like Mechwarrior and World of Tanks and stuff, working on fighter jets. Like, it completely changes your perspective of, okay, this should be easy to fix.
Oh, right.
And then you take certain
It's just
damage.
not.
Legs on the Panther.
Yeah. Like in BattleTech.
They are split, guys. They are split, so you could push whatever's in that D4 B3 area and then turn around and get the D4 guys.
Pushing D4.
If you only take so much damage in there, there's
need to
no
decide what
repairs
you're gonna do.
We're
required.
going for D4. We're in time.
It's like you took battle damage. You have to fix that stuff.
There's only 2 mechs here in B3.
I'll be dead soon.
Shoot.
Again, it's just our sides aren't pushing. It's just anyway. It is what it is.
Good kill.
Target spotted.
I thought you would have had missiles based off of your. Oh, nice. Got that guy in the back.
Target spotted.
Yep.
I am disappointed in the Hatamotochi completely. It's a very, very lackluster.
Is it kind of fragile or what?
GG.
Well, for the besides that, for the tonnage and the slots that you get on there, if you try to make what I consider to be a decent mech, it's tough to do. At least in my opinion. Again, I'm a low tier pilot, so.
What tier are you?
5.
You're gonna fit in just perfectly here.
Nice. Yeah, I see that the Hatamoto. I've noticed that there are more after the fixes or whatever to it, but it still seems very lackluster.
Yeah. Pillbot, if you come over to comms and hang out in my comms, then and you let us know. We'll wait for you guys to get out of matches, and then you can sync with the count directly. But otherwise, we don't know when you're in or out, so we just drop. So kind of weigh that out, and you can go back and forth. That's fine too.
I'm gonna start going ATM boat instead of.
So anyway, okay, we're green. Let me know when you guys are green, Corsair. Or Hellbringer, whoever's got the lead.
Green.
We're in a battle.
That's fine. We'll wait. No problem.
Oh.
So anyway,
nice.
I asked this couple to do the middle school kids, and they did. It wasn't working. The middle school kids all wanted to come back in, and then the couple said, we don't think it's working. We're not going to do this. And so I had the middle school kids come back with us. Everybody was happy, we thought, and one of the parents found out, wrote a nasty letter. It probably wasn't even a nasty letter. Just wrote a letter saying, we really want this for our kid, and blah blah blah. And the pastor, who I had told it wasn't working, and that we were going to have him come back together, and he hadn't really said anything, got the letter, and then he got all upset and called me into his office, and we had this little, you can't do this, blah, blah, blah. And I said, okay, well, that's fine, but remember, I told you that wasn't working and that the couple bowed out. So who else am I going to get? And of course, he had no answers for that. He just wanted me to somehow fix it. And I'm working for $400 a month or something, very part-time, but it's putting in about 30 hours a week, right?
Yes.
It's a typical thing.
Not a whole lot of money.
And so I come to find out that he just wanted to get rid of me, and he'd been talking to someone else to replace me and had been lying about me to the council for a year. And saying all sorts of horrible things. And it's like,
very much expect from a pastor,
it's so disappointing.
Right?
Yeah, it's so disappointing. And I've worked for some great guys before, but this guy was just a mess, and he had no business being a pastor. And then finally he told me he was gonna, let me go, and which is his prerogative, of course. But he just kind of lied about why he was letting me go. And then he stood us up in front of the whole church and told everybody he was releasing us to go work on our house project, and that we, wouldn't be back. So he kicked us out of the church, and 150 people left the church that day without us saying a word, because they knew how screwed up it was. And then one of the councilmen later came out and said, he's been saying all these things about you. And we checked with the people that he was saying were saying them, and he's lying. And so it's like, well, I'm just staying out of this. Just
more as
staying out of this,
than a ministry, to be honest.
Yeah, it was just really a sad thing. And so if your dad has gone through anything like that, my condolences and heartfelt, apologies to him.
It had to do with. Well, I won't say any names, so this should be fine. But he would go to lunches and things with other pastors, and at the time he would have been the kind of junior pastor. We were trying to start a church, and we were being supported by other churches. So
we're green. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, launch.
Yep.
But he would sit at these lunches, and because of where the church was, a lot of people that worked on the base here, Hill Air Force Base in Utah, the pastors knew that they were government workers and military workers, and they knew that every year they would get a bit of a raise. And they would plan preaching about giving more to the church to coincide with when people's raises and stuff would happen.
Oh, that's
like that kind of slimy garbage.
Yeah.
That they ran it more like a business rather than a ministry where people went to hear the word of God
and he called them out on it.
He did a few times, and then for the first little bit, which he talked to me about, that he's not proud of what he did. For the first little bit, he dealt with it. Then after a while, he called him out, and he said, "You know what? I'm done. Not dealing with this anymore. I'm just done."
Fortunately, I was never around any leaders that did that with money. I was always had really good role models with that. But I've certainly been with some messed up pastors before, and some great ones. I mean, some amazing people.
Yeah, I've met pastors from the Independent Baptist sect. I've met people from the Western Orthodox sect that I really respect, and I think that they deserve the title of pastor, or at least in the example of the Western Orthodox father, if that was the title they used for that. And they truly believed what they were doing. But it seems like, I don't know.
Imperfect
there's
people.
A lot of frauds, but there's a lot of frauds there. There's a lot of frauds everywhere that you
in
find.
anything. Yeah.
It doesn't dissuade me from believing in Christianity, but it's just
a little heartbreaking.
It is.
We used to always joke, well, the church would be so much better if we just didn't have people in it. And then I realized, well, it'd be even better still if we didn't have any pastors in it. Just
I've actually gone to churches where they didn't have pastors.
Yeah.
Where they just had somebody that was kind of a leader who wasn't a pastor, and it worked for them.
Yeah, it's hard to sustain that.
I always thought it was really
It's hard to sustain it. You end up wearing people out.
Especially legally.
Yeah.
Because when you look at the different exemptions and stuff you get with taxes and things like that, which you kind of need if you're going to have an actual church.
Yeah, right. For nonprofit
the building is ran off of charity. You kind of need that. So having somebody that is the different leader every so often kind of doesn't work as far as that part goes.
Airstrike online.
I wish you could airstrike on a Cheeto.
Airstrike activated.
You probably can if you're careful enough.
You can't lock it.
They're so quick. Oh,
the actual indicator over the mech. If you can see the mech with an indicator, you should be able to put an RD back.
Oh, gotcha.
Auto command.
That would be nice.
Okay, Hellbringer, you're not in our match, are you? Of course,
they're coming through Fox 7. Quite a few of them.
Right.
Affirmative.
I'm gonna have to back away from there.
Oh, that Fafner's way down there. Can't really hit him.
There's quite a few mechs coming through Fox 7.
Airstrike online.
Most of them are in Fox 5, guys. Sorry, Fox 6.
That's near Fox 7, Echo 7.
And they got a Kodiak there.
You could push those F7 guys if you wanted to, because there's only a few there, but saying that, I don't know, it's good to give up the high ground.
I can't really do that as an ATM boat. I will do my best to support any pushes there, though.
Target spotted.
Actually, I wouldn't do that at all now. There's only 3 mechs here.
Target spotted.
Incoming here.
Warning, incoming missile. New target acquired. Heat level critical.
Why am I
Echo
lagging so
catapult.
much? What the heck?
Target destroyed.
Echo's down.
Heat level critical.
Fox Banshee.
New target acquired.
Target
Heat level
spotted.
critical.
Oh,
I'm
only facing 3 mechs, F6, F5 guy, by the way, guys. There's not many mechs here.
I see 4, 3.
Target spotted.
Hotels of Piranha, I think.
Yeah.
Target spotted.
Why do
I'm
they
coming to
have
help Drax. I'm
have
up
to
on top
Fafnir?
and look down.
You come in to
2
help.
assault
Well,
mechs, Echo
because you're not
7.
Hellbringer.
3 assault mechs in that area.
Oh, I don't have a shot from up here, of course. Can't look down that far. There we go.
Got a light coming in.
Heat level critical.
Dark, if you could turn to your right. Oh, Dark, behind you now.
I
then.
shut down.
Oh boy.
Hope I don't have to
Oh,
be
Dark.
killed while I'm waiting to come back up here.
467.
Behind you,
Come on.
Dark. Behind you.
Think destroyed.
Just turn behind you.
Joe Creek, yeah, it was. That's how those churches were kind of structured.
And there's still the
were
light
more
here as
Bible
well.
study
Ow,
groups.
ow. There's 2 of them now.
They were actual churches in the definition of it. Maybe not in the legal definition, but in the biblical definition of it, they were churches. But they were basically Bible
Tim's
study
down.
groups
Nice, Dark.
where
All right, see the light,
had-
Commando?
you had people that didn't
Yeah.
want
Hotel.
to take the position of pastor because they didn't feel they were worthy. No one in the church felt that they were. And so then you'd have
Look at
basically
his leg.
elected kind of
His leg?
leaders every so often.
Heat level critical.
Like, hey, so and so was going to lead the Bible study group for this long, and then the next time that came up, so and
Which
so was
leg?
going to lead the Bible study group.
Uh-oh.
Target spotted.
Target destroyed.
There's 3 up top.
Torso critical.
Fafnir, which is pretty damaged. A medium and something
Got
else.
a Kodiak after me for some reason.
Spotted.
You talk about Delta?
Yeah. He wants to kill me. I don't think he likes me, honestly, if I'm being honest.
Did you get that Commando? Did you end up
did.
killing him?
Damage. Center torso.
Yeah, nice.
Good.
critical damage.
That guy was being a pain in the butt.
Yeah, with losses.
Destroyed. Heat level critical.
You might be able to get him next salvo.
I don't ever think it's worthwhile pushing
Oh,
that valley.
man.
Like, it's good to shoot down on it, but I never think it's worthwhile
couldn't
pushing
do
it.
Oh, I wouldn't have won anyway. Look at that. Ouch. We were getting torn up.
Yeah, it's pretty one-sided. We decided to split up.
Well, Bible study groups are a whole different breed, and that's totally fine too.
Well, that's how the church was ran. In the biblical definition, they were churches. Legally, I don't know if they could be called churches. They did meet in an actual building that group paid for and everything.
But the original
as
church
far
had a
as-
mix of home groups and pastors or itinerant pastors or apostles that would travel through and teach, and they had pastors and prophets and people in offices of those kinds of roles, but not as commonly as we do now. We've kind of institutionalized.
I'm going to ready
Yeah,
up, but
it's
I got to check on
very
something, so I'll be
big change.
AFK. But I've ready
Okay.
up.
Very big change in how churches are now, based off of how churches were.
Yeah, but you'll find that there's a lot of flexibility in that too. There's a lot of churches and different models.
I mean, perhaps outside of the Catholic Church.
Yeah,
Catholic Church has been pretty consistent as
stagnant.
far as.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily say stagnant.
Only, I
but
mean,
very-
structurally.
Yeah, structure. Yeah, they've had the same structure for quite some time.
The legal definition of a church is a coherent group of individuals and families that join together to accomplish the religious purposes of mutually held beliefs.
There you go. Pretty broad.
Okay, so then yeah, I guess legally they would be a church as
Yeah,
well.
you can start a church in a home group type situation and file the paperwork you need to and stuff. It's done pretty frequently, actually.
But would you have to have a single person as this is the leader, pastor. Or
No,
whatever. I'm not quite
it could
sure.
be you'd.
Whoever filed the paperwork is basically, they don't have to be the leader, it's just whoever filed the paperwork.
Yeah, but then you have a board that takes fiscal oversight of those sorts of things, and
Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
and you have you could
That
have
is-
two
that's the
pastors.
most
or-
dangerous part of it.
You don't have to. You don't have to. You just
Really?
have to have the one person that deals with the paperwork and the taxing
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah,
You don't have to have a board. You don't have to have any of that. It's just two families getting together can be a church.
but you should have those things, but not everybody does.
Because that
Do you,
sounds like
do you
you're
need
asking
to
for
be?
trouble if you don't.
Do you need to be a Christian to start
No.
a church?
No,
You could be
no,
a
there's
you could
all
be a
sorts of different
Satanist,
churches.
or you could be an Aussie.
Satanist, Muslim.
I like the sound
The
of that.
Order of
Aussie
Jedi.
church.
You could be a Jedi.
Yeah, an Aussie church in America. Hear Australian accents. We get
I have a confession to make. Actually, I wore a Obi-Wan Kenobi Jedi costume at a church Halloween party once, so I'm kind of close.
Oh
in
wow,
that general.
such a big.
I know.
confession.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I'm among friends. So.
In England, the Order of Jedi is an established church.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, they're
what?
Yes.
I believe you can actually have their symbol put on your gravestone if you're a military service.
We're green.
We're green. 3, 2, 1.
This is-
Launch.
How can you tell me these things aren't just straight out made up now, Di? Like when you get to that
It
extent,
is not straight up made up.
Those things are
It's
those things
not.
are
It's
straight up
England.
made up. I'm not saying that everything is valid.
That is not made up.
I mean, it's true.
actually
It
the
happens,
truth.
but it's
No,
crazy.
I get that someone has taken what was a movie
Yeah.
and turned it into a church. But my point is, I mean, obviously, I'm not the religious person here, and I will never disrespect, your people's faith. But you know where I
Yeah.
stand on it, Doug.
Yeah.
It just you get to those extremes. It's like, well, how do you not
There's
realize
extremes
it's
on
all
both.
made up?
There's extremes on both. Like every sort of thing where you have strong beliefs about something.
Hellbringer will do that.
There are extremes about it. There's people that treat it like a meme. There's people that treat it like a joke. There's people that treat it like you must do this and you must be really ready, willing, and able to kill people in order to force people into your line of thinking. Like there's people like that
Sure.
everywhere.
Joe Creek made this comment over here, which is a good comment.
Yep.
Haven't heard of church without pastor. It makes me think of some of Bible study groups out there. And then not a bad way to organize with a small group. My experience is with that kind of thing is people who gravitate to small groups like to translate the Bible the way they want it to be and not how it traditionally is understood. I think that's pretty fair to some degree. Kind of depends on who's in the group, though, because sometimes you get a lot of people who have no training in biblical hermeneutic study methods. And sometimes you have people that are super careful and knowledgeable about that.
But isn't the Bible an invention by committee anyway? Like, isn't
No.
the whole thing was invented by a committee? They decided which books were in, which books weren't. They rewrote some.
Yeah, yes.
They locked away the
That part-
extremists in
that-
monasteries and told them
well,
to write this script, please.
You've
Like,
mixed some true things with some false things, and so how would you like me
well,
to
I'd
address
like to
that?
do Dark. No. I wouldn't. I'd like
Okay,
a
good.
myth.
We're good
Thanks.
then.
What is, I'm not here to support your beliefs. I'm here to underwrite them.
totally fine.
You need
So with that meeting, which at least how I was taught, anyways, which was the
Council of Nicaea.
Council of Nicaea. I was always taught growing up that that's how quote unquote the church decided what books should be in the Bible and everything, and then grew up, looked into it. That's also the same meeting where they decided where the first pope was. So the Catholic Church basically decided.
It kind of got
these
founded
groups are
in
going-
that
these
same
books are
kind of
going to
time
be-
frame, yeah.
Yeah, so I personally don't put a whole lot of stock into it. I have a lot of issues with the Catholic Church, personal issues, and then so I personally own a Bible that has the Apocrypha in it as part of the Bible as well. So, but that's also part of everyone is free to worship or not worship as they choose.
What happened at the Council of Nicaea, Drax, is that this group of believers got together and looked at a bunch of the accepted letters that had been copied and passed around churches, the Gospels and gospel accounts and the letters from Paul and
Welcome,
Timothy and
or goodbye.
Peter and all that kind of stuff. And they all agreed and recognized that there were some that had a certain ring of the sameness to them, that they were consistent within and without to each other. And they agreed that those were for sure something that they wanted to hold on to and make part of the Bible. The other ones they passed on, and there were various reasons. What's interesting to me, however, is that, and I've mentioned this before, is when you look at the book of Isaiah,
walking in front of you,
there's 66 chapters, and the first 39 match in tone. They kind of match the, how do I say this? They kind of match the historical nature of the Old Testament, kind of like the historical nature of the Gospels. And the remaining 27 match the teaching and prophetic and practical nature of the Gospels. So you see, like, the Old Testament reflected in miniature in Isaiah, and the New Testament, written 400 years before the New Testament was written, reflected in tone and nature with the New Testament books in the book of Isaiah.
That's a lot of the basis for the Handel's
So
Messiah.
there's
well,
this
I believe.
pre-written structural outlaying of stuff that seemingly coincidentally, or maybe it's not coincidence because everybody kind of agreed on it, they matched and it fit together to make one book. Very, very interesting. And they're not identical, they're miniature in themes or tones or things.
So I don't quite understand the point you're trying to make.
The point
with
is that
statement.
we have a Hebraic document, Isaiah, the book of Isaiah, that was written 400 years before the New Testament was written, before Jesus showed up. And in it, there are two parts. There's like this Old Testament theme within it and theology, and there's this New Testament grace and suffering servant and the Lamb of God theme and theology. And the number of chapters, the amount of it in outline, if you were to go through and outline these things within the literature itself and draw, this happens in this chapter, this happens in that chapter, here's the themes that weave throughout these books. They're the same number of chapters as the books are in the Old Testament, and when it changes and becomes the New Testament,
we
it's
have
the same
Commando
number
running around in Wolf 7
of books in the New Testament with that themes and the match and stuff. So it's like a miniature version of the whole Bible that was written 400 years before the Bible was canonized. So it's kind of like a looking back and saying, oh, look, they got the canon right, probably because it matches what was already put down in Isaiah.
Good night,
It's
Phil
not
Knott.
a proof, it's a very interesting coincidence or an obvious, oh, look, that's a good indicator. But there's other reasons why I would accept the New Testament as it's been accepted by Christendom by and large for 2,000 years over some of the other apocryphal books. Not to say they're not interesting, but I wouldn't necessarily accept them as being part of the regular
I
Bible.
simply reject the... Again, it's personal reasons, but I reject the decision of the Council of Nicaea to not consider those other books scripture simply because of the Council of Nicaea wasn't just about, okay, what does belong in the Bible, what doesn't. It was also the start of the Catholic Church.
To me, I don't think the Catholic Church was really the Catholic Church yet, right? They were still forming themselves. It was back then.
Okay,
it was the church, the only church that existed. They didn't call themselves Catholics at that time.
That was not the only group of believers that existed.
No, of course not.
The Catholic Church that believed that you had to confess your sins to a human.
And that's not a New Testament theological position.
Well, I guess that depends on which sect of Christianity you are in. Because Western Orthodox do believe that, Catholics do believe that.
Right, Protestants do not,
don't,
and you can make a strong case why that's the case, I think.
But I think that a group of people that believe that you must confess your sins to a human rather than confessing them to God, I think that that's their judgment is very questionable to me, anyways.
Sorry, just to be clear, are they saying instead of or with?
What's that?
So, for example, in the Jewish faith, which I'm Jewish, before you can ask forgiveness of God, you've got to ask forgiveness of the people. So, if you've offended someone, or you know you've done wrong to someone, you've got to seek forgiveness from them before you seek forgiveness from God. And so, I'm just wanting to qualify whether is it forgiveness of God, or is it forgiveness of God through someone, or what's the distinction?
It depends on which sect of Christianity you belong to.
Yeah, the one and what you were talking about. What I just didn't quite follow the distinction you were making with the two groups you just mentioned.
So for me, again, raised independent Baptist, so a lot of my personal beliefs come from that. Although I don't claim to be a part of any sect, I just claim to be Christian now.
Yeah, I get it.
But so for that, it would be you just confess your sins to God.
Okay.
Like, yes, if you do something wrong, you apologize to somebody, but we don't say you have to go to a pastor or a priest or whatever. And
I think you guys are. Let me interrupt for just a second. I think you guys are confusing two things. One is that the priesthood of all believers, which in the Catholic Church is you go to the priest to ask for forgiveness from God through the priest. But the New Testament and Baptist and most Protestants will say no. There's the priesthood of all believers, according to the order of Melchizedek, which is back in the Old Testament. But the point is that you go directly to God and ask for forgiveness of sins. However, if you have sinned against someone, the New Testament and the Old Testament both say, before you go present your offering, your sacrifice to God, go make it right with the person that you sinned against, and then come present your thing. So there's two different things we're talking about there. Does that make sense?
There's yes and no, because there's also the issue of salvation. However, your sect seems to call it that. From what I understand, after talking with a couple of priests, that this was back when I was in the military, figuring out what church I was going to go to. They believe that you must confess your sins to a priest, and that is part of your salvation. Same with
what denomination believed that?
Catholic.
Oh, right. The Catholic Church does, yes. Yeah.
Catholic, and I believe Western Orthodox does, though I do not know what degree that goes into. I only talked with the Western Orthodox priests twice, and we didn't quite get into details. I ended up deploying, and then I wasn't able to talk to Father Timothy for quite some time.
And it's interesting that the Catholic Church has still held on to that, because there are several places in the New Testament where it's really clear: if you confess your sins one to another, they should be forgiven. If you
to us it's clear. Well, at least to me
it's pretty
clear.
Obvious. I mean,
but for them, we were raised differently. I imagine that you and I were raised I'm green, by the way.
Yeah, we're all green. I don't know if we're waiting for. I think Hellbringer and Corsair dropped down because they didn't want to listen to our conversation. Yeah, so we can change topics here if we want them to come back, but
he's got a giveaway.
Sorry, man. I didn't mean to bring up.
It's totally fine. It's totally fine to talk about that. I tend to not talk about it for a long period of time, just because it then becomes monopolizing, whatever other people want to talk about.
So, what's your favorite mech?
It's got to be the Marauder or the Timberwolf.
I think you guys should give it like 2 minutes. I'll take a big deep breath, get some rest in. You haven't stopped for like 2 hours.
Sorry, bud.
Okay, we're green if you guys are green.
We're green.
Here we go.
Let's talk about Hellbringer.
Yeah, that'll be
So,
fun.
Hellbringer.
3,
not
2,
to be rude or anything.
1.
I've never played
No,
Hellbringer.
you're fine, Hellbringer. I think it's it's time to change subjects. I'm totally willing to talk more about that offline on other, not on the stream. Absolutely, if you want any of that.
Yeah,
no, it's not a problem.
No, you haven't done anything wrong, man.
I just have a mix of people, and I want
later.
people to always feel like, whatever they want to talk about is fine. I just don't want one thing to be all we talk about.
People that have a similar mind talking about a certain subject, you're going to
bore other people. Yeah.
Yes, and it doesn't matter what subject you're talking about.
No, even
whether it be Clanners versus the Inner
Right.
Sphere or
Right.
whatever.
just take a minute or two break here and there, and that's all. Instead of 2 hours now.
Has it been 2 hours?
You won't scare so many people away.
I got a question.
Uh-oh.
Does stigmata include bleeding ears?
I don't know.
Stigmata?
That's a Catholic thing. I don't know.
Oh, you guys are harsh! Oh my! Wow!
We don't only pick on you.
That was pretty cool.
I don't pay too close attention to all the Catholic stuff.
It's okay, neither do I.
If I had to
That's why I
say I
asked the
had a
question.
favorite mech from BattleTech universe, it'd have to be the Blackjack.
Oh, really? Not the Marauder or the Timberwolf? Those are so iconic.
The Marauder is awesome. It's great. The Timberwolf is really
Hey, Dead Money
cool,
Joe.
but I'd say as far as like military application, the Blackjack, absolutely. I think it does its job as what its weight class of mech should do.
What's interesting is I've played this game for decades, right? I mean, I didn't play for 20 years when I had kids, but I've played Mechwarrior 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then Mechwarrior Online and Mechwarrior 5. I did not, and I've read a bunch of the books, but I never played tabletop.
I never read the books, and I've never played
I
tabletop.
didn't know a Blackjack mech existed until it was in this game. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Just never had run across it, or maybe it hadn't, snapped into my brain.
Okay.
And when I first saw it, I thought, oh, that looks like a rifleman. They just ripped off a rifleman.
I thought that at first as well, but most of what again, preface this. Most of what I know of BattleTech lore comes from a couple of YouTube channels.
Oh, that's dangerous.
So, possibly, but I'm not willing to
Any
go
YouTube streamer,
out and
you should be
Panels that
leery
cover the
about.
law.
Grimdark Narrator and the Black Pants Legion texts specifically.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were
seem
getting
to
stuff from Dark Marauder. I
be
would
pretty
worry about
knowledgeable.
that.
Yeah, that Dark Marauder
Yeah.
guy, like, man.
It's a pariah on the community.
I still want to know how you're going to write Hellbringer in as a character.
Well,
in
I
your
told you
book.
how I'd get started. I have to figure out then what
You
happened.
need to have him.
There would be an epic battle
use
that
a
he
Hellbringer.
saved the unit by his heroism and standing toe to toe to hold everybody off while we escaped, and we will have thought he died. And then it turns out
he has to use a
maybe he
Hellbringer,
was
though.
taken prisoner, or something, but he's alive, so I won't kill him off.
Are we sending anybody to Saddle or no?
Airstrike online.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Okay.
Fuel at 25%.
I see that yawn.
Listen.
Now I'm yawning.
Stop
Shoot.
that. It's
I know,
contagious,
there I go.
sir.
Man.
And I don't know why. It's only like 5 o'clock, I think, here. Yeah, 5:20.
Well, we
Why
had it
It's
down to
12:20
19
here.
Seconds. Nice.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys stay up.
I don't
so late
either,
to play.
actually. I'm getting
Silly.
sleepy. Are they?
So, is what you write fan fiction? I guess.
What's that?
Is what you write fan fiction?
I've started a fan fiction novel, but
Oh, okay.
I haven't finished it, so I can't really say what I write is. That's just one of the things I've started.
Have you played the BattleTech game?
Yeah, I don't really care about top-down games, though.
Okay.
I bought it.
Well, I was about to say,
I bought it to
it seemed
support
like
them,
it would be
not because I would play it.
similar to tabletop than what this and Mechwarrior
Yeah.
is. So I thought that perhaps that might
I
help
played
you
it for an hour and
or not,
lost
I don't
interest
know.
enough to never touch it again.
Ah, gotcha.
Target spotted.
Currently trying to build a better lance to take on the final mission. Well, what I think is the final mission.
Yeah,
I
there's
have
something
no
on
idea
you,
if
or are
it
you
is
getting
or not.
shot from a range?
Shot range.
Where is the enemy?
Maybe
Because
you
I'm.
died.
There
for a bit,
is
mate.
somebody on the
No,
island.
You didn't. You did. Okay. No, there's no one on. I can't see anyone on island.
They're on the
I-
island, in the middle.
Are you seeing shots from island?
I'm dead.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh, there is a light.
Target spotted.
There's a light and
And an
there's
assault.
An
assault,
yep,
so-
assault. I am shooting ATMs at the assault, but I am taking a decent amount of fire from that area.
Target spotted.
Nice! Someone threw artillery on top of it.
Yeah, I did.
Airstrike online.
Oh, it's a sneaky snake.
Yeah, he's hitting me pretty hard. Oh man, and I'm getting hit from around Echo 5, Echo 6.
Fuel at 25%. Airstrike online.
They've got quite a few people on the island apparently.
Yeah, 3, 2. You've got 2 assaults and 1 light or medium.
Spotted.
I'm trying to attack them. I'm going to die here.
Yeah, I'm trying to fire at them, but they have gone on the opposite side of the hills that I can shoot at.
At 25%.
I'll be dead soon.
Online.
Sorry, bud.
Target spotted.
I can just lock on to some of these other dudes.
Oh, is that lerms for golf?
New target acquired. Airstrike online.
We have somebody shooting with a PPC and some sort
Golf's
of
down.
ballistic
Delta
weapon
Mar-
from underneath
Delta
as
Marauder.
well.
Target spotted.
Target Hotel, Shadowhawk.
New target acquired. Airstrike online.
Looks like they're off the top.
Warning, incoming missile.
I'm trying to help you with that Marauder too, bud.
Heat level
I'll
critical.
be dead soon. I'm out of ammo shortly.
Missile.
Still firing at
Oh,
him.
I shut down. Darn it. Doctor loves to shut down.
Damage. Warning, incoming missile.
Oh, he's halved finally.
Heat sink destroyed. Warning, incoming missile. Right leg critical damage. Right torso destroyed.
Nice!
Right arm
So we've got to get. I think it's
left torso critical
sneaky
damage.
sneak up there.
Right leg destroyed.
Did we kill the medium up there or not?
Yeah,
The one with
both,
ammo?
both ones
The
up
one
here are
with
dead, I think.
Daka.
Nope, one's still alive. He's going to kill me.
Center torso.
He got me.
Where?
He's way over, part way.
I
He's
mean
by
in the
side.
island.
Oh, no,
Where
no,
are
no,
you
never
dying?
mind. Ignore me.
We have to
I
get
thought you were
back
talking
into the
about the
fight.
platform.
Only got 38 shots left though.
New target acquired.
Oh boy. Delta 5, Delta
Oh, we need to
5,
switch
Delta
up
4.
pilots so that... Oh, Tidane's here.
Damn.
Well, I'll be going. I'll be leaving.
Sorry.
I'll be leaving soon.
Well, okay.
I've got dinner. No, I've got
I know
dinner.
we needed to get
It's all
another... so we get a better sync opportunity.
What you having for dinner, man?
good. What's that rice dish? Italian dish you put with rice? It's got like
When are you going to make that?
not pasta. Well, it is.
When are you going to make
pasta.
that
What do you call
Thai
it?
rice that I gave
Risotto. That's it. I'm having risotto.
Nice.
New
What am I
you? That
making?
Thai
What?
rice recipe I gave you. It's so good. With that Thai chicken.
New target acquired.
Sounds tasty.
Okay, other
Crimson, I shouldn't be saying that because Crimson gave me several recipes and I haven't done anything with them because I don't cook hardly ever.
New target acquired.
Some damage. Sneaky sneak.
I'm sorry, Crimson. Sorry.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Yeah, sneaky sneak's dead.
Target
Well, that's good
spotted.
news. We're going to
Yeah,
win
we
this. Nice.
Acquired.
Nice.
Good work, guys. Thanks for the drop. Hey, McFish. You rise out of the depths of the sea.
Oh, McFish.
Welcome. I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm looking like a pro. You should have seen my match last night, though, in comps. I did 900 damage and 4 kills in one of the matches, and 3 kills and 850 damage. You were in the Philippines. Wow, cool. Well, welcome back. I needed more than your builds. I needed your skills, your actual skill. Well, once again, I soaked up more damage than I gave, but that's still good.
It happens.
All right, I'm going to step away.
All right, good night, Drax.
I might be on
Okay,
later.
I'll probably be
probably
going to
in
bed
by
soon.
then.
Have a good dinner, man.
So yeah, thanks. Nice to meet you.
All right, let's see here. Oh man, I'm tired. Let me go down and see if any of these guys want to switch. You guys are open to swapping teams around?
If you need me to switch, I'm fine with that.
Side entrance password.
I know the password.
What is it?
You do, Dark?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's
Oh,
not.
you're already in, so yeah.
It's Open Sesame.
Yeah.
No, it's Locust Rules.
Locust Rules. Did you guys want to swap people around at all? Because we're able to do that if you want.
We just picked up.
I know, I see that. I'm a little jealous.
With it probably have to be a me and Drax switch.
Well, Drax just went to do dinner, so he's out.
Okay, got it.
And I'm only going to do a couple more drops, and I got to go to bed. But that's fine. We can just keep it the way it is. I can catch you guys on drops tomorrow or something.
Yeah, we're green, by the way.
Yeah, we're still syncing with you guys.
Okay,
we're
cool.
Trying.
Be right back. Let's ready up. We're just going to leave it the way it is for tonight, and we'll sync. We're trying to sync.
Hold on. I will increase the sensitivity.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, I keep seeing you talk, and I couldn't hear you.
Dead
at
Money's
all
coming in.
the
I'll get
Discord
you Dead
chat.
Money. Hang on. Invite sent.
Well, with the way the Dark mentioned, it's just an illusion.
It's a delusion.
Second, I'm going down.
Oh,
Yeah,
hang on. Nope, it's okay. I'll go down on tonnage. It's okay.
No.
I have light mechs that I honestly want to
It's a race
play,
to the
so-
bottom. Okay, we're going to do a giveaway coming up. So everybody in chat, we're going to pick a number between 1 and... I'm thinking 1 and 30. Pick a number between 1 and 30. I'm going to write that number on this piece of paper. I do a high-tech giveaway here. It's all computer animated. And then I'm going to fold this piece of paper up, just like this.
Can people who are in the chat participate?
Yes,
or not?
absolutely they can.
Okay.
The only one who cannot participate would be Hellbringer. That's because he's the one providing the prize.
Ah.
And I'm gonna fold this up even more to maximize the pain. So on this piece of paper, I have written the winning number between 1 and 30. You need to put in your number. Someone's gonna have to. It's between 1 and 30. McFish, you're gonna have to try again. Kodo, you guys are failing already. You're failing. And then I'm gonna open this up carefully, methodically, with building of suspense, and we'll know who the winner is. And then Hellbringer has graciously, generously donated a 1,000 GXP prize. So there we go.
Thank you, Hellbringer.
I don't know if he can hear us because he's down here. Hang on.
It has
I'm
one
setting up the
medium mission
giveaway,
and 4
Hellbringer.
mission done.
It's 100 GXP, right? Everybody's saying thank you. I've started collecting numbers in chat. I don't know if you see that or not.
Oh, you're done?
Haven't done it yet. I've just started. People are.
No, you're done playing?
No, I'm gonna do 2 more matches, then we'll do it. So I'm just getting people are starting to put their numbers in. Okay. So I do need someone to keep track of the numbers, and since Joe Creek is the furthest off, we can make Joe Creek take down everybody's numbers. Got to be between 1 and 30. The winner's between 1 and 30. Here we go. We're dropping 3, 2, 1, launch. So I'll do 2 more drops, and then we're going to do the giveaway. You can invite your friends. You can enter for your dog. I don't really care. That's fine.
Are you keeping track of the numbers?
Joe Creek's going to keep track of the numbers, right, Joe Creek? Because Miss BNR's not here, sadly. McFish is back, though. Yep, Joe Creek's keeping track of the numbers. So this is a high-tech solution that I've come up with all on my own because the program that I was using to do the giveaways just was not reliable. I have never failed to make this work, even when thwarted by people who didn't seem to understand keeping track of the numbers. Not that I would call out anybody's particular Hellbringer name, but some people have had trouble doing that. All right, let's go the bog. Yeah, the bog.
Hey, your map multiplier's going up.
Humanoid deserts.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Dur. Oh, excuse me. I get sleepy. Very sleepy. Oh, I gotta roof my tiny house. I'm just not wanting to do it. I want to goof off now. I've been working hard all summer.
Just news shingles?
No, they're slates. They're shingleized slates. They have 6 slates that are hand cut, 12 by 8 inches each, and they're bonded to a bituminous rubber backing. So they go on in a sheet like 3-tab.
Slate as in rock?
Slate as in rock. They're thin. They're 1/4 inch thick.
Wow.
And they go on like 3-tab. Then you put 2 nails in each one. They're pre-drilled for nails. And then you put the next one. There's the rubber overhangs on the right and overhangs on top. Then you put the next one down so it overlaps the rubber, so you don't have a seam without rubber underneath.
Just shut her. Sorry.
And then you nail those down, etc. And then when you come back to do the next course, you offset them a half a slate and do the same thing. And so they go on probably about 30% slower
that didn't actually
as 3-tab shingles would go on.
For a second there, it looked like it hit
because you have to hand
I would imagine
nail
you
them.
need different drill bits to.
No, they're pre-drilled, so you're good to go.
Drill the holes,
pre-drilled.
Right? Oh, okay.
If you go to readyslate.com, you'll see the product, and it's beautiful, and it's guaranteed for 50 years. But you can't really, you can walk on it if you walk on the edges, but most roofers, and mine included, have learned to walk in the middle of shingles to not tear out the edges, and that cracks these. So they cracked a bunch of when they were installing them.
Here again.
And so I'm just not going to have them come back because they didn't pay attention and they didn't speak enough English for them to think that I knew what I was talking about.
Remix Delta 3.
So I just need to do it myself, and I don't want to because I'm getting older and lazier.
Roofing is backbreaking work.
Yeah, I don't want to do it, but I need to do it.
Most roofing I've done were large metal sheets, but I was still, oh man.
Yeah, metal roofing goes on pretty quickly, but I wouldn't want to do that either. It's not even so much the weight; it's the
got a stealth
my
commando.
knees don't like it much at all, and I tore a meniscus, and I don't want to re-inflame that because it's been fine now for about a year.
Stealth Commando Echo 6, or sorry, Fox 6.
Who's that Bravo huntsman? 800 meters. I can't really hit him.
Okay.
Oh, King Crab, buddy. I got something for you. He wants to come across here.
Oh boy.
Stuff like Fox 6.
King Crab assaulting through Echo 5.
New target.
Delta Delta King
UAV
Crab,
up
please
in Echo
rain
7.
on him if you got lerms.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
I'm switching.
Does anybody have lerms?
Dropping artillery, Echo 5.
Nobody's hitting him with anything. Okay. So no lerms, I guess.
I was hitting him with my stuff. I was peek
I
and
don't
shooting
got
him,
him
but
That's all right.
I'm not
That's all
lermed
right.
out this time.
I just thought somebody would have some lerms, but I was wrong.
Airstrike.
Thought one of you would back me up, but no.
Nobody. Well, I didn't bring lerms either, so it's not like I'm...
I heard that nobody knows the trouble that you've seen.
No, that's true. What's that from?
A song.
I know it sounds familiar, though.
Behind us.
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
That song. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, is that from Hamilton?
Completely from. It might be.
No,
I've heard it earlier from Hamilton.
King
That's
Crab's
been
in the
an
open in
old
Echo 6,
song.
Echo 5.
Something's got stealth armor in Fox 7.
They're all pushing through Echo 6.
Warning, incoming missile.
Target spotted.
Airstrike online. Heat level critical.
Yeah, I can't try to peek and shoot that guy anymore. He's watching that, and my other arm.
Oh,
is
they
almost
stopped their
gone,
push.
So
Nice.
No. Oh boy,
Okay.
they're coming through the ring, the big ring.
The ring.
I'm getting shot from behind.
Yeah, we got guys behind us now.
Airstrike.
Pushing into Echo 6. They got a lot of them in there.
Airstrike activated.
I missed the airstrike.
Level
Darn it.
critical.
Totally missed that.
Well, now if we lose, it's your fault, right?
Yes, definitely. It was going to be anyway, but now I've sealed that deal.
The Hunchback has an open CT.
Which one?
The to our left.
In Fox 5?
There's one.
I'm dead.
Can I get to him?
There's two.
Yes, open CT, Mr. Hunchback.
Come on, buddy. Come on out. Come on out and play.
I'm not seeing him.
He'll do.
Target spotted.
Here's some encouragement for you.
Target destroyed.
Oh, dude!
Oh no!
Why are you running in front of me?
Oh, sorry, man. I apologize. That's my bad. I thought you were further behind cover. That's my bad. That's completely my bad.
There you are. Going to get you.
Okay,
I feel like Tom Cruise in Top Gun as I engage forward thrust.
Target spotted.
I got the Hunchback at least. Peeked out and I could shoot him in the torso.
Target spotted.
I hope I didn't damage too much on your mech.
Target spotted.
I was already pretty damaged. Don't worry about it, bro. That's my fault.
Oops.
That's what happens when you do stupid things. Play stupid games, get stupid prizes.
Yeah. That's...
Heat level critical. Heat level critical.
3.
Warning incoming.
Oh, they got me before I got my 4th kill. Ah!
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm dead.
Still, I'll take it. Then we do a giveaway, and he's entered. Do a random giveaway. You did say that, Hellbringer. That's hilarious.
Target spotted.
I was starting to worry about you, McFish. Hadn't seen you for so long. I thought maybe you got, I don't know, snagged up in a net in the sea, pulled in, and next time I'd see you would be at McDonald's. As a McFish.
I'm gonna have to drop out of the group. I appreciate you allowing me to game with you guys. It was really
Yeah,
fun.
good to have you. Come again.
But thank you. I'm a swing shift worker, and now it's about dinner time.
All right.
I'm gonna watch.
I'm
some
only
shows.
doing one more, and then there's the giveaway, and then I'm off too. So, take care.
Well, thank you for the conversation as well.
Yeah, my
Appreciate
pleasure.
it.
Target.
Ooh, nice. Good work, guys. Nice match. Thanks for the drop.
See, I avenged you, Dark.
You avenged me. Thank you so much. It was terrible for them to kill me. I thought that was rude when I was just about to kill one more. And I should have had him. It was so close. So close. 855 damage and 3 kills. That's just okay.
Oh, I don't have to score the match. That'd be you, Dark.
McBrass, are you taking off? You don't want the 100 MC? Really? I'm just doing one more match. If you got to take off, I get it. That's okay. Oh, no, wait. Am I confusing McBrass with... No. Right? I got the names confused. Now I'm confused. Bum ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Yeah, that's who you were just dropping with us, right? Okay, so you're taking off. Okay. One more drop. Here we go. Don't forget, we're doing a giveaway.
Worm Skull ready?
We're ready and up. We're not quite ready here. And all you have to do is pick the winning number between 1 and 30. It's got to be between 1 and 30. Take your guess. Make sure Joe Creek sees it because he's the one keeping track of everything. Joe Creek, we got to trust him. I know it's going to be difficult. We're green if you guys are. Hi, Tydane.
Hey, Dark.
So good to drop with Tydane again.
You're not 100% sure you're dropping with me or against
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Just giving
matter.
you a heads up.
I'm just happy that you're here. Whether I get to kill with you or be killed by you, it's still all good.
If for that reason alone, I'm not.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Or at least you won't kill me till later, right? Waiting for Dead Money to ready up.
No. When I see you, I just take away all your
My limbs,
nice
all my
fancy
appendages.
weapons and
Yeah,
just
thank you. Yeah. We're green. You guys green? 3, 2, 1. Dropping. The last drop for me for the evening.
By the way, Dark, since I'm getting a job offer from my brother, so during the weekdays coming next week, I wanted to participate in the comms. But most likely the Saturday night, I will be able to.
Oh, you won't be able to do on Thursday?
Yeah. I already messaged Jeff, but Jeff is not responding, so I'll let you know ahead of
All right.
2.
And then what about Saturday, though?
So that should be fine, unless there's an OT, which I kind of doubt.
Okay. We'll be good.
Because for me, that day is Sunday morning, so I don't think there's a job on Sunday. But Saturday, yes, but not on Sunday. I think, yeah.
And Hellbringer wants to move to Malaysia, so your brother can give him a job too. Is that fine?
If depends what kind of work you
What
want
kind of
to
work
do.
you want, Hellbringer?
The kind of work that he's going to give me to do that makes money and stuff.
Okay.
Contractors. Tough and wrong works.
We got a match.
Ooh, we got a match. Hellbringer Outpost. Hellbringer Outpost. They named the whole match after
We're
Hellbringer.
in the same match.
We are? Ooh.
We are. We got Forest Colony Snow, a classic assault. How about you?
We have Forest Colony Classic Assault.
Yep. We'll see if we get to fight you or
this is where it gets to be bad news, maybe.
Cracking my knuckles.
Nobody will see it coming. Your win, McFish? You're right. So I'm just going to think about the number here in my mind to kind of give you guys a little hint, a little telekinesis. I'm thinking of the number. Got it? Lock it in. Make sure you've got your number put in. Here we go. Match is ready to start. Oh, you guys are going to have to try to kill us, I'm afraid. Oh.
Non, ces petits Dan, faut qu'ils fassent la peau.
But we have Satan rules and from hell on our side. You guys have Hellbringer, except it's a worm skull. I don't know. We might be better off or worse.
Also a tier 5.
Oh my gosh,
Ooh.
McFish, that's terrible.
Reactor.
We have Bubba Fett.
Bubba Fett. That's right. It is a number that's conceptualizable. You know what? I read a number the other day, just took a look at it and thought that's 6 quadrillion. And you know, there's a ton of zeros. And then I went and double checked and I was correct. So there you go, McFish. I was able to read a quadrillion digit number.
So where do we go?
I guess we just bump into each other is what we're going to do.
Bumper mechs.
Yeah, bumper mechs.
Instead of bumper cars.
We got a couple mechs going Bravo 3.
Kind of wish McFish was on our team right now.
Oh, wait. We should... I'm going to bounce off
Oh,
of this
now,
channel.
come on. You don't need to care about that. I'm not going to rat you out.
I do care.
Target acquired. New target acquired.
Ow. That's rude.
Airstrike online. Target acquired.
Well, I see Hellbringer.
No, you don't.
Target spotted.
Crouching Tiger, hidden
Acquired.
Direwolf.
Target acquired. Airstrike online.
Target spotted.
Yeah, bulletproof trees.
Fuel at 25%.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Fuel at 25%.
Target spotted.
Oh!
Target
Was a
spotted.
lucky.
What?
Why are you killing my teammates, Joe?
Yes, I can.
Target spotted.
I've been
I'm going to
dead.
give you a hint. He's doing it for money. Dead money.
Airstrike
Exactly.
online.
Damn.
What happened to you, Kodo? Please explain.
It's like they're getting around the tunnel area there.
New target
Target
acquired.
Crab, come around to C3. They're going to push through the tunnel. We might as well shoot them in the back as they do.
Target spotted. Sorry. Target spotted. Target spotted.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
Heat level critical. Airstrike online.
Target spotted.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical.
Guys are shooting each other.
Target spotted.
Nice kill.
Oh, wonderful.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Oh, that's a left row.
How we doing on the left side over here? Is it a mess?
Yeah, probably a mess.
Yeah, it looks like a mess.
I would say that's definitely a mess.
That's a mess.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Fuel at 25%.
Need assistance.
Online.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Oops, I didn't want to go that way. No. Hi, Tidane.
Hi, Dark.
Target spotted.
Bye, Dark.
Target destroyed.
Hi, what?
Left torso critical
I did.
damage. Heat sink
Dark,
destroyed.
I'm coming
Don't
for
say
you.
it.
I see you in your TV.
Okay, don't.
Let me get your arm first.
Left torso.
There
Oh
you go.
my gosh.
Left arm destroyed.
Let me get the other one.
Right laser destroyed.
Stop moving.
I can't help it.
Airstrike online. Heat sink destroyed.
Target spotted.
TT on the Corsair, Dark.
I know. I'm just worried about little Tidane coming up behind me, which he's going to do.
No, he got me with the AC-20. Saturn rules.
Heat sink
Ouch,
destroyed.
ouch, ouch.
He got me with the AC-20.
Critical
Target
damage.
spotted.
My leg. Give me back my leg.
I got your Corsair.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Yay.
Yes, you
Good
did.
work, guys. Thanks for the drop.
I only got half the weapons of Dark.
You didn't kill me, though. That's good. That's good news.
I did tell you I would not kill you.
You
this
did.
match.
And I only have half the weapons I had, so you have twice as many as you did have compared to what I had. Does that make sense?
I'm just taking a leg.
Nope. Gonna do the giveaway now, Drax. You gotta pick a number between 1 and 30. Pick a number between 1 and 30. Joe Creek's keeping track, and here we go. I did okay. I didn't get a kill. I thought I was gonna get that Corsair, but I did not. If I'd had all my weapons,
Sorry.
thank you, Tidane, I would have killed him.
Sorry.
Well, at least you did that. Your cockpit blown out.
It's just a little problem.
Sorry, Doc. My two leftover PPC were faster than yours.
Yes, I'm afraid they were. Oh well. Oh well. All right, so we're going to get out of there. All right, all your numbers are in. McFish still has 42. Here we go. Going to go to the ugly mug cam. Make sure we get nice close-up of all the action. The anticipation, even now, is beginning to build. As you can see here, I have in my hot little hand the winning ticket. Did it not go to the ugly mug cam? Come on. Come on. My Stream Deck is just doing weird things. All right, we're going to manually do this. I want... There we go.
I heard
There
the
we go.
Philippines have so many beautiful women that some of them are driven women.
All the numbers are in. We're going to reveal the first fold. And this is an extra fold, Drax. That was just for you. I added that to add this, heighten the suspense. Here we go. The first fold, and we're opening it. And the number is not here. I know that's a surprise for some of you who have not seen this type of sophisticated giveaway before. What I do is I unfold each one of these folds one at a time, hoping to reveal the winning answer. We've been through one. Now you kind of know what to expect. So here we go. Here we go. And we're going to unfold the next one. And it's open. And there is nothing here. Don't be disillusioned. Don't be discouraged. Because just because you don't see it here doesn't mean it's not in existence deeper down within the folds. So we'll try one more just to see if it presents itself. Here we go. We're building up the anticipation. It's so exciting. It's the fire, a fold of fire. Yes. Dave GT, here we go. And it's open, but that's so disappointing because we still don't know who won. I'm promising you, someone has won this 100 MC. What do you think? Who do you think's the winner? Here we go. Here we go. We're going to unfold it once more. And oh, it's so tempting to peek. Oh, wait. I already know who the winner is because I have that kind of a mind. There's the next to the last fold. And finally, the penultimate of folding reveals is Ready? Drum roll, please. Yeah, here we go. Oh, I can feel it. It is, ta-da, 6. Number 6 is our winner. Da 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 da. Yes, a theology lesson buried deep in the giveaway somewhere. That's right. 6 is our winner. So, let's see. Joe Creek, what do we got? Oh, you guys are going to hate this because I think the winner is probably Joe Creek. Now, there's nothing suspicious going on, nothing to see here. He did not know what I picked, but I think his number was 5, and I think that's closer than anybody else, even McFish, who was at 42, thinking it was the answer to life, the universe, and everything. And maybe it is, but everything but my giveaway. So thanks to Hellbringer for the 500 MC. Please send that to Joe Creek immediately, who is our winner. However, don't feel like you guys are losers. We have no losers on Ghostlands. We have winners and we have unwinners. And the rest of you are simply unwinners this time. So congratulations kind of to you all. Yeah, I know it's exciting. It's exciting. Drax, you might feel like a loser. That's not because you didn't win this giveaway. It's because you unwon this giveaway. You don't have to feel like a loser. We did that for you and people like you, or people who have low self-esteem or feel like they're underachievers, or people that don't feel like they've ever won anything in their life. Not here. Here you get to be an unwinner, at least. You feel like a loser because you watched, because you couldn't tear yourself away. Now you can go get some counseling and get yourself straightened out. That'd be great. So there you go. That is the exciting conclusion. Let's see if it goes back to the right screen. No, that thing's not working at all. That's just terrible. So that's the exciting conclusion of our stream tonight. So glad that you guys could be with us. Glad that there could be a winner. I'm pretty sure it was 9. I did not hold it upside down. No, it was not 9. No, I totally got it. I want to see the number again. Do you, Drax? Really? Really? Want to see it? There you go. See? It's an upside down 6. There. 6. There you go. What were you going to say, Corsair?
I think every time you put the paper down below the camera that you're
I'm changing it. Yeah. Yeah. I have a whole stack of these and I just keep recycling them. Yeah. Because I want to be environmentally friendly, even if I'm not friendly to my stream viewers. So I will mention it is September, which means 30% off on subscriptions this month. If you haven't wasted enough money yet in your life, subscribe to my channel. That's a really bad idea, and that's why I'm endorsing it. Anything worth doing is worth doing in excess. Wasting money, if you've done it before, you might as well do it again. Throw down a sub, waste your money. Yep. It's just like that. Okay, everybody, this has been Ghostlands. Thanks so much for dropping with me. Crimson Eye, and we got Dead Money Joe, Dictator Kodo, Hellbringer, Tidane, Drax, Corsair. We have other people. I can't remember everybody's names. Can't remember.
Delta?
Yeah. But what's that? Wait, what's the premium time? You just give, is that a 7-day code that's not working? That's really kind of you, Hellbringer. Freebie, and someone's got to grab that. Does that work? Hellbringer has a knack for giving away codes that don't work, too. There's that. But maybe that works.
These are all fresh codes.
Okay. So until next time, this has been Ghostlands, your favorite place to waste the most important moment of your life. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow during comps. We're doing comps at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Pacific time. We'll be doing more comp drops. So see you guys later. Man, none of my buttons are working, so I can't even do the outro. This is terrible. Let's see. What can I do? Nothing. I can do this, maybe. Yeah, that'll work.
Guys, since I was not able to kill Dark, I want to kill at least 100 Mechs before.
Who would do that? Night, everybody.
Night.
You guys ready